Welcome back to the Exponential. My name is RSquared, and it's the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the AFC Championship game between two perennial contenders, the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, the team that beat my very own Miami Dolphins twice a year, consistently for the past 10 years. And on the other side of the field, it's the other team that's beaten the Miami Dolphins pretty much every time they've played. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, led by legendary future Hall of Famers, head coach Andy Reid, quarterback Patrick Mahomes, and tight end Travis Kelce. There doesn't seem any stopping these two teams on their road to the Super Bowl. But one of them is eliminated today and will play the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl in New Orleans on February 9th. So 2 weeks from now, we will see the Philadelphia Eagles, who just finished thoroughly pummeling the Washington Commanders into the ground 55-23, will take on the winner of this one here tonight. So it's a little bit different tonight here in the AFC Championship game because it's the very last commentary that we're having here live on the Exponential this season. It's been an incredible season full of some exciting games, my favorite being last week in Washington's win over Detroit. Sad to see their story end at Lincoln Financial Field. But otherwise, it's been a fantastic season. We've had some thrilling games, including some with these Bills and these Chiefs. And it's going to be an incredible game here tonight between the two of them. So you might be wondering, why are you wearing a Dolphins jersey? It's because this is a brand new Dolphins jersey. It looks incredible. I mean, throwback. It's a fantastic jersey that was gifted to me. Thank you so very much to the gifter. And it's absolutely incredible to have this here and to be able to wear this, because normally I got this after the Dolphins were already eliminated from playoff contentions. There would have been absolutely no point in wearing it, and now I get a chance to wear it right here for the AFC Championship game. So wear your favorite jersey here tonight, because if your team's been eliminated, this is the chance to show off your team's colors on the stage that leads us to the big stage, the Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans, the Chiefs and the Bills. I mean, these two legendary quarterbacks their paths have crossed far too many times. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, at this point, they've played each other so many times that it almost feels like the brand new, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino rivalry that we've seen over the years. It's become that Bills and Chiefs. Every single year, it seems like these two are playing in the playoffs. And I got to say, the Chiefs are pretty undefeated. And by pretty undefeated, I mean they're undefeated, and especially undefeated at GHA Field, also known as Geha Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, as the Chiefs take the field here in Mizou for the AFC Championship game. The Buffalo Bills are donning their all-white uniforms, while the Kansas City Chiefs will wear their red jerseys with the white pants. This is to determine the AFC representative in the Super Bowl, who will be facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles, who just finished off a few moments ago with a 55-23 domination of the Washington Commanders. So, of course, there's 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, because the week ahead of the Super Bowl is the Pro Bowl, where we get to see a bunch of grown men play childish games. And then, of course, the thing that actually happens during Pro Bowl weekend on February 6th, we get to see the NFL Honors, where we get to announce some of the most prestigious awards, the NFL Man of the Year Award, the Most Valuable Player of the Year Award, Offensive Player of the Year Award, Defensive Player of the Year, and, of course, the Rookie of the Year Award, which seems inevitably to go to Mr. Jaden Daniels of the Washington Commanders. But it's been a fantastic year all around in the NFL. So glad to be able to share this experiences with you here on the Exponential. Later in the day, we're going to be talking about some of the future plans on the Exponential. We have big plans for the offseason, specifically me, because I haven't told anyone yet. But we have big plans. You're going to get a first little glimpse of them tonight. Nothing concrete, but there are going to be stuff to keep you all entertaining. Maybe not as much stuff, probably not once a week. But I promise I will continue to distribute content on a regular basis. We'll get to see all kinds of very fun stuff here on the Exponential. We'll get to see maybe less NFL stuff, but there's plenty of other sports out there. Maybe I'll get into hockey. That would be interesting. Watch me try to learn that. As for the other stuff, I mean, college football season, you never know. We might get more into that one as that starts up again just a week before the NFL season starts up again. But also during the offseason, we have the NBA, the MLB. There's stuff happening. The NHL, the Stanley Cups are coming up in the summer. Maybe we'll do some commentaries on that. You tell me. I'll try and listen the best I can. There's some plans. We'll get to that during our numerous commercial breaks. As I said, make sure you're wearing your favorite team's jersey because this is your chance to represent your team. Here at the AFC Championship game, everyone's welcome. Unless you're an Arrowhead, then only Chiefs fans are welcome. There will be no blue in this sea of red that is Kansas City. So the Chiefs come into this one with a 3-0 record against the Bills in the postseason, 2 of which were won right here at Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs have been fairly unstoppable against Buffalo. And honestly, we might be looking at a repeat Super Bowl. It's kind of looking like we might be stuck with Eagles-Chiefs again, which I'm not entirely disappointed with. I mean, I like the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't mind the Chiefs like most people. I really don't. I mean, honestly, no matter what, I'm rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm rooting for the Eagles because I don't want the Bills to win. I'm a Dolphins fan. I can't root for the Bills. And as for the Kansas City Chiefs, I mean, I just want to see something different, make the sport interesting again. It would be such a story to see the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl. So I'm rooting for the Eagles as far as any of that's concerned. No matter what, I'm rooting for Philadelphia. I mean, the three-peat's looking likely at this point. I mean, it seems almost inevitable, but the Philadelphia Eagles and Buffalo Bills, as we see here today, are going to do whatever they can to stand in the way of that. Nothing seems certain here in Kansas City because they have 2 very tough opponents awaiting them. 2 of the best. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills being the first, and then Jalen Hurts, and more importantly, Saquon Barkley and the Philadelphia Eagles leading the rest of the way. I mean, it truly does feel like the Chiefs have been an unstoppable force, winning games constantly. But the NFL made an interesting announcement earlier this week that might change the tides of that. They're going to add replay assist to slides. So all of those unnecessary roughness calls against the Houston Texans last week. Is that a spy jet? They got the spy jet flying over Arrowhead Stadium. It's like, it's been a fun week. So also during the commercial breaks along with the game, we're going to have my view on coaching hires, what my thoughts are on it. An offensive coordinator was just hired just a few moments ago. I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on that one as well. I'll tell you about the rules to our snacking game, which we'll get to in a minute. That's right, snacks. We're doing a snacking game. If anyone remembers, we did a snacking game in week 1 of the NFL season as the Baltimore Ravens just narrowly lost to the Kansas City Chiefs at this very stadium. We're back with some more fun games, so make sure you have enough snacks to last you the whole night because it's going to be fun. I got a whole plan. I'll put the scoreboard up in a few minutes. I'll type it in the chat. But I want to get over what we're going to do before the game kicks off here in Kansas City. We're going to go over the offseason plans. Make sure you're wearing your favorite team's jersey. It's your chance to represent your jersey. Make sure you type down whatever jersey you're wearing in the chat. Make sure your team gets a proper shout-out for the success that they've had, or maybe unsuccess if you're a Bears fan. But things are looking up in Chicago, so I'll give my opinion on the head coaches throughout the week. I'll also give my honest prediction and analysis of the Super Bowl 59 as the Eagles are the NFC representative. And then, of course, alongside the commentary, so we got some pretty full stuff that we're going to be doing here. We're going to be talking future. That's always very fun. We're also going to be talking about the Super Bowl, of course, which is the main priority of this whole thing. But we have some special events coming up here on the Exponential that may lead up to the Super Bowl. I'm not giving any hints or anything, but there could be something coming very soon on the Exponential that might be coming within the next 2 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl. There might be a special episode of something. So make sure you stay alert. It'll be the last thing that I tease here on a commercial break. That'll be the final one, the one that's leading up to this. So it'll be interesting. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled. Any day now, there could be a video coming up at any moment. Very suddenly, you're going to want to keep an eye out for that. It'll be very interesting no matter what it is. I promise I'm a very entertaining person in general, so people tell me, although personally I don't see it. So here we go from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The Chiefs are getting set to take on what has become their arch rivals, the Buffalo Bills. It seems like we've seen this book way too many times, and it's always come out the same. Chiefs win in the postseason, Bills win in the regular season. Can the Bills break this troubling trend, or will Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs remain Super Bowl champions and AFC champions and get to become the chance to become Super Bowl champions against the Philadelphia Eagles? I can do this. And I mean, it's gonna be a great Super Bowl regardless. I mean, these two teams are both extremely competitive teams who are going to make the Super Bowl thrilling to watch, regardless of who's playing in it against Philadelphia. So really quickly, I'm going to type in the rules of the chats in the chat for the snacking game. So with me, I have some chips. I got to cover the logo. I'm just kidding. They're Pringles, not sponsored by Pringles, but that's what I'm eating because that's what I want to eat. So that's what we're doing. So the scoring is very interesting here. So if you want to eat one bite/chip, for me, it's going to be a chip. One bite is one. I believe I said touchdown. So one touchdown for any team. So one bite is one touchdown. So that's the rule. Every bite is one touchdown. However, there are situations which you could take 2 bites. And that is if get ready for this. This is going to be fun. This second bite. We're underway here in Kansas City, by the way, as that ball will fly into the back of the end zone. Well, it'll be kneeled down for a touchback. So Josh Allen will get the ball first after the Kansas City Chiefs decided to kick the ball off. In the postseason versus Kansas City, Josh Allen is 0-3. He's got 9 touchdowns, but only 1 interception, so he hasn't been bad. But it isn't there in the win column. 2 bites every time CBS. Wait, here we go. I can't spell. I can spell. Time CBS over glorifies. Nope, I didn't spell that right either. Josh Allen will keep it himself on a quarterback tuck, and he'll go for about 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up. I can spell. I guess I can't spell. Is that not a word? It might not be a word. All right. I'll commentate. I'll keep typing as I go during the break here while I figure out what the proper grammatical term to use there is. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Buffalo Bills from their own 34-yard line. Josh Allen drops back to pass on play action. He throws over the middle. It's almost intercepted. It's dropped by Brian Cook. He had it. And so 4th and 6 coming up for Buffalo. Oh, 3rd and 6. I was right. I thought I said 2nd and 6 just a minute ago. Man, CBS, am I right? That's why there's a section. That's why there's an entire section for CBS's issues. CBS shows a statistic that highlights. Why can't I spell today? Wow. 3rd and 6 for Buffalo. Chiefs showing blitz. They back out, rush 4. Allen under pressure. Josh Allen spins out of one move. He throws on the run. It's tipped and it's dropped. And oh my goodness, it was almost intercepted 4 different times. And it's just an incomplete pass. The Bills are punting. And that ball juggled between an interception, a catch, and then 2 more interceptions before it was eventually dropped. Incredible athleticism by Josh Allen, escaping the pocket, getting away from the pressure. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people almost had an interception or a catch, because one of those was a catch. So 5 almost interceptions and 1 almost catch, and a wild little incompletion there to start us off. So a quick 3 and out for Buffalo as Sam Martin punts it away for the Bills. And it will be fair caught at the 10-yard line, where Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs will open up their drive. Patrick Mahomes, these stats don't count, by the way, because these are not highlighting stats, in my opinion. Career in AFC Championship games, Mahomes is 4-2, 15 passing touchdowns to 2 interceptions. That highlights Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes. And then lastly, 3 chips or 3 bites. You guys could have probably seen this coming. Xavier Worthy in motion. Quick pass from Mahomes over the middle to that guy. Marquise Brown is Hollywood Brown. I forgot he existed for a long time there. That's right, you probably guessed it. It's a Taylor Swift sighting. So that's the rules. There we go. They're out now. So follow along, grab some snacks, and there you go. 1 bite is a touchdown. So every time there's a touchdown score, we take a chip. 2 bites every time CBS shows a statistic that overly highlights Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes, and 3 bites if we ever see Taylor Swift. And a quick pass over the middle to Hollywood Brown again for 9 yards. Mahomes is slinging the ball quickly here in Kansas City. We see just really fast passes here so far from Mahomes as he's getting the ball out really quickly, anticipating pressure, and so far he's targeted Marquise Brown both times. Really great job by Mahomes just seeing the open guy, fitting it into a tight window. 2nd and 1 for the Chiefs after the Hollywood Brown 9-yard reception. Play action to Pacheco. Mahomes rolls to his right. He'll just pump fake it and take it himself. He's taken down by the ankles after a gain of 4. Tackle made by A.J. Epinesa. 1st down, Kansas City. So the Chiefs have already gotten 2 first downs here, and they are driving. Even though, they're not in Bills territory yet, but they're still putting together a fairly nice drive to open up this game. We'll see if this is sustainable for Kansas City. This is one of the most highly anticipated. It's at the win probability is at 50%. That's how you know it's a good game, when the win probability says 50%. Exactly. No one knows who's going to win this game. It's a toss-up. It truly is. Mahomes rolls to his left under pressure. He'll throw on the run to Worthy, and Xavier Worthy gets 9 yards. Maybe 10 depending on the spot. They're going to give him 10, being a little generous. So the Chiefs continuing to move the sticks here on their opening drive while Buffalo went 3 and out. So in that opening drive, we saw very impressive play from Steve Spagnuolo's defense. Good job bringing mixed pressures. They disguised their blitz very well, which is something Steve Spagnuolo has always been very good at. In his tenure in Kansas City, is disguising the blitz, and he did a fantastic job on that opening drive. Handoff to Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco goes for about a gain of 3 on the play. 11:20 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs at their own 47-yard line. Ooh, that's colder than I expected. Ugh. It's weird because it's been sitting here for a little bit. Maybe that's cold. All right, 2nd and 7 from the 47. Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looks over the middle to Juju Smith-Schuster. Smith-Schuster breaks the tackle to the 20-yard line. Juju Smith-Schuster. Man, I remember him back when he was relevant. That's crazy. Juju Smith-Schuster off to a great start in this one for Kansas City as they're now deep into Buffalo territory. Juju Smith-Schuster, former Pittsburgh Steeler, Kansas City Chief. He's been a Chief for off and on for a while now. He's a Patriot, I believe, for a while there. Handoff to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt breaks a tackle, and he'll get about 8 yards. Almost had it breaking away. Good tackle there made by Cole Bishop. So you see there, Kareem Hunt, just a nice cut there and a great tackle by Cole Bishop, dragging him down by the ankles. The long-time Kansas City Chief for a very long time, and then he went to Cleveland, I want to say. Those were the rough years for Kareem Hunt, where he was kind of extremely off and on for a while there. Handoff again to Kareem Hunt. He'll go for 2 yards and a 1st down. Chiefs are 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. So far this season for the Buffalo Bills on opening drives, they've allowed 2 touchdowns. On the 15 other drives, they've only allowed 2. So they've been a very well-rounded defense. They may allow scores early on in the game, but after that, they have strangled opponents. 1st and 10. Mahomes, hand off to Hunt. Kareem Hunt powers through. Touchdown, Kansas City. He says, give me a push-up. 1, 2, 3, and the Chiefs are on the board first. And Josh Allen is now in need of a massive response after the Chiefs have taken an early lead. What a run from Kareem Hunt. It was just a simple right up the middle run, and then Kareem Hunt after that just plowing through defenders, through Rasul Douglas as well. Phenomenal job there in general by the team. Extra point from Harrison Butker is good. 7-0. Chiefs lead. 8:56 to go here in the AFC Championship game. Stay tuned. It's going to be a good one, folks. It's looking like it's going to be a good one. And don't think I forgot. That was a touchdown. Excuse me. That was a touchdown. So, someone give me a knife. All right, here we go. It's a touchdown. I promised. So, I only need one. I got half of one. Does that count? I don't even know what that was. Technically 2 bites, but 1 chip. So go ahead and take a bite of whatever snack you had there. So there. And so the Chiefs are off to a red-hot start in this one. Hate the Chiefs, that's all I'm saying. I don't like the Bills very much either, honestly. I'm not rooting for anyone. That's why I'm perfect for this game. I'm actually an impartial commentator for once. I'm like, I don't want either to win. Is there a third option? You know, can I win? Is that an option? I'm good with that. I mean, maybe the Dolphins could win. Could the Dolphins win? That would be awesome. Commanders would have been the best. I don't know. I was kind of rooting for the Eagles, honestly. I like the Eagles. I was rooting for the Eagles. I mean, the Commanders are a great story. Very fun team to watch. They did a good job getting to where they are. In all honesty, they've been great, but they could not step up to the task of defeating their division rival. Really, either one, as long as they beat the Eagles. Oh, wow. A lot of Eagles haters here. That's crazy. Wow, that's great. I have to root for the Eagles because I can't root for the Bills. I'm not allowed to. It's in the Dolphins fan creed. I'm not allowed to root for the Bills, and I want someone different to win the Super Bowl. So at this point, I'm like, I guess I'm rooting for the Eagles. Well, I guess I'm rooting for the Eagles now. I'm stuck. Great. Yeah, so that'll be fun. I had to. I have to cheer for the Eagles in the Super Bowl at this point, too. It's like I can't root for either of these guys. I'm like, I'm stuck. I've got to root for the Eagles. So, go Saquon Barkley, Kellen Moore. Nice. Go. Fly, Eagles, fly. Whatever they say, man. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. I don't know any more than that. That's the extent of my knowledge of the Eagles. So that kick will go for a touchback as we see KC postseason prowess. 7th straight championship game appearance. 2nd longest streak all time. 8th straight postseason win. 3rd longest streak all time. Looking to become first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. All right. You know the drill. CBS did it. That's a statistic that highlights Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. So that's two bites. We're already at 3 bites, and it's only been 5 minutes. Josh Allen under center, handoff. James Cook. James Cook tries to make a good cut. Actually gets a decent amount of yards. He gets about 5. There's a flag. Hope you guys are snacking along with me, because otherwise it's just awkward. It was a legal formation on Buffalo. All right, there we go. This is the entire night. It's basically a Super Bowl party. Treat it as such. Get some snacks. Get the game day food out. Get the chips. I got the chips. I got the chips. I got the drink. I got the game. What else could you need? Good company. We got it all. Yeah, all right. We got 3 to catch up with. We're on fire so far. Toothpick, bookmark, Antarctica, always on. All right. Those are probably manageable. I could see how those could be manageable, yeah. 1st and 15 coming up for Buffalo after the illegal shift penalty. Sorry, the illegal formation penalty. A little bit of confusion by Buffalo. The crowd noise here at Arrowhead obviously getting in their heads. Allen looks to his left, goes through his rotation up the middle to Dalton Kincaid, who goes forward for a gain of about 13 yards. 8:20 to go here in the first quarter. Dalton Kincaid has actually had a fairly underwhelming season for the Buffalo Bills. He ranked 28th among tight ends as far as receiving yards go. Handoff, James Cook. James Cook will go nowhere. Stuffed at the line. Good defense there by Kansas City. It was George Karlaftis and Wharton on the tackle. Tyler Wharton, I believe. Don't take my word for it, though. It's one of those things like I could be a genius or I could be saying something completely wrong. So I'm going to check it real quick. I could be a genius. I doubt it. Tershawn Wharton. Yeah. All right. Now we know. Tershawn. Allen looks to his left, goes through his rotation underneath to Khalil Shakir. Shakir to midfield. Gain of 12 on the play. First down, Buffalo. Good start for the Bills. They're moving the ball very efficiently to start here on their second drive. So obviously their first drive stalled a little bit, but on the second one, they're doing a really good job of moving the ball well. I mean, they're taking their time. I mean, they're doing what the Commanders did on their opening drive, 18 plays. Yeah. That drive was crazy. It kind of made me think that game was going a completely different direction than it did. Play action, Chiefs bring pressure. Allen pump fakes. Allen looking deep. He'll throw deep. Josh Allen into double coverage and way out of bounds. I mean, if that ball were catchable, it would have been pass interference. How's it going? 7-0. Chiefs lead 6:45 here to go in the first quarter. Bills at midfield. 2nd and 10 coming up. You should go read the rules. It's going to be a fun time. We're talking quite a few stuff. The commercials are going to be almost the best part of this. I'm telling you. Commercials are going to be great. We're ready for that to be fun. 2nd and 10. Josh Allen looks to throw over the middle. It's a quick pass to that guy. Who is that? Amari Cooper. Man, I still have things. I'm like, who's that? Trade deadline, am I right? He was a no-show last week as well. Like, I don't even know where he went. Yeah, he was just non-existent. The Bills go their own little equivalent of the tush push, and they'll get the first down. 6:11 to go here for the Buffalo Bills as they drive deeper into Kansas City territory. 5:55 and counting. Chiefs hold a 7-0 lead. This season, Josh Allen has confirmed. They didn't even show that statistic for long enough. James Cook for 5 yards up the middle, 2nd and 5. I mean, it's up to you. Nice. Three. Does that mean you got 3 cookies, or do you that was just the emoji you picked? All right. So let me know if you think differently. But was that statistic they just showed? It kind of sounded like it was. Kind of sounded a bit like it was trying to Trying to glorify Mr. Josh Allen just a bit. Did you see it? Even though that was only up there for a second, kind of like, that was suspicious. 2nd and 5. Shakir in motion. It's a bad snap. Allen fumbles, and he'll abort the fumble. Lands right on top of it. That was a dangerous play there for Buffalo. It's a bad snap. Hits him right in the hands. Not exactly sure what happened there. Allen just dropped it. That is not a mistake you'll see Josh Allen make that often. It's 3rd and 9. Alvin and the Chipmunks is insane. I don't know how. 3rd and 9 for the Bills. Josh Allen looks to throw over the middle to Khalil Shakir. Shakir tries to make a man move, go in the wrong direction. He's swallowed up by Watson. What a play by the Chiefs secondary. And the Sean McDermott is signaling to his Bills saying field goal. So Tyler Bass will walk onto the field. He's named after a fish, but there ain't nothing fishy about his kicking. He's a pretty solid kicker as far as modern day NFL goes. And he's been decently accurate as well. We'll see if he can make this one. 4 minutes to go on the clock. This one should be, I want to say 52? 53. I was close. 53-yard attempt from Tyler Bass is good. Yes, good. 7-3. Chiefs hold the lead. 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Up next. I know the Taylor Swift halftime. Are they waiting for them to get married so they don't bring them? Yeah, I mean, that's exactly like in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl halftime, she breaks up with him just to write the song. Going, shut up. Wow. Just the day of the mustachioed man. Mustachioed man of the brand that shall not be named because they are not a sponsor. But I mean, yeah, if anyone knows the Pringles man, I mean, I'm here. I'm here. I'll bring them every day, you know. Let's see. Where are they located at? We'll see this. Oh, it's Kellogg. I actually didn't know that. I mean, if you knew they were run by Kellogg, you got some information. You got some information that I didn't have. I didn't know about that one. I'm like, what? Kellogg. So Kellogg's run. It makes you wonder how much Kellogg's actually owns. Like, you know, they're a rich company. Like, how much of the things we eat, like on an everyday snacking basis, do Kellogg's actually own? Like, if they own for, like, it clearly says, yeah, right down there. It's kind of hidden. It says distributed by Kellogg Marketing and Sales. And that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, they own coffee. I didn't realize they owned Pringles. But yeah, I mean, they copyrighted Kellogg's. Like, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, they can do that. Whatever. I mean, there's this really funny Kellogg's movie. It was awesome. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's hilarious. It's called Unfrosted. It was about the Pop-Tart, the invention of the Pop-Tart. It was a Kellogg story, and it was actually really good. It had no right to be as good as it was, but it was funny. It was so funny. It was one of those, like, funny in a stupid way. Yeah, that's a better way to explain it. By the way, this jersey is very bulky. It's like the heaviest one I've gotten. Very, like, I'm not wearing shoulder pads, you know. I just look like this naturally. On the next commercial break, we'll discuss some hirings, some recent hirings, head coaches. New offensive coordinator just got hired to Seattle. The Lions just promoted their defensive coordinator. And, yeah, all right. We'll get to that on the next commercial breaks. We spent this one talking about Kellogg's, which seems pretty accurate, although I feel like we talk more about Kellogg's during halftime. 3:45 to go, and this is returnable from Kansas City, and the returner will bring this one out to the 30-yard line. He tried to hurdle someone. That miserably failed. And he is banged up at the end of that one, which makes sense because he tried to hurdle someone and miserably failed. That was Nico Remigio. Remigio will stand up gingerly and walk to the sideline. It was a funny movie. It was funny. You gotta give it that. Even if you didn't like it, it was really funny. That was a funny movie. Patrick Mahomes looks deep, throws deep, a dime, but good defense by Christian Benford. What a throw by Mahomes. Hits Marquise Brown right in the hands. Couldn't have been much better, but Christian Benford swats it right out. No, I could see how people could be disappointed with the Unfrosted movie. I mean, they had really good actors that they didn't necessarily use to their potential, but they were. I guarantee later in the game, that's a flag. Flag? Yeah. Flag? No. 2nd and 10 from the 32-yard line. Mahomes looks to his left, rolls to his right. Mahomes will take it himself. Patrick Mahomes will scramble out of bounds for a 12-yard run. Mahomes is doing whatever he can to extend the play and he's making good decisions so far. If he continues to play like this, we might end up having another Eagles-Commander situation going in the Chiefs' favor. So far, it is looking very dominant right now. Patrick Mahomes, okay, they already showed that. They already showed that statistic. They already showed that. Get the chips out. They don't have to show that twice. It's a jet sweep to Xavier Worthy, who will get about a gain of 9. I'm sorry. They already showed that statistic. I'm going to need to see 2 chips. That's 1 for me. Keep me accountable. But that's an issue. This is why I don't necessarily care for the CBS crew. They put up like the same stuff just to be like, oh, this guy's amazing. They'll just overall, I'm like, you showed that like 10 minutes. Like, it wasn't even that long ago. Like, I might have let it slide if it was like first quarter to fourth quarter, but it's been like 10 minutes. We've been streaming for 40 minutes already, which is actually a lot longer than I thought. I was like, we've only been doing this 10 minutes now. 40 minutes? What? Like, I could like be here in front of a camera and I'd be like half my, like if I didn't have like an immune system, I wouldn't just get sick from sitting here, I would probably just be like, where did 30 years of my life go? You know, repeat stat gets quadruple chips. I mean, honestly, sure. Sure. Why not? All right. So the new coordinating hires of recent memory, by recent, I mean a few minutes ago, the Seattle Seahawks tabbed Clint Kubiak as their new offensive coordinator. I guess that's technically breaking news. I did say at the beginning I was supposed to type that and stuff. Breaking news. Be surprised. Be surprised. I didn't tell you this. Clint. I say Kubiak. If you say Kubiak, deal with it. Is the new offensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks. Cool. Boom. So that's a little surprising to me. It's not necessarily surprising because Clint Kubiak deserves the job in all means, and I think he'll really help what they're doing over in Seattle. I think it's a good hire from that perspective. But from a Clint Kubiak perspective, it's a tad bit more surprising because what happened in Seattle is Hank Fraley, the Detroit offensive line coach, posted on social media late last night that he was declining taking the Seattle job to stay in Detroit. And Seahawks fans started getting real worried because that meant that Seattle offered Hank Fraley a job. So the Seahawks, Christian Benford was injured for the Buffalo Bills. I didn't even notice that. He's being carted off the field. Huh. Like, how did I miss that? But anyhow, so after he said that on social media, that implied that Hank Fraley had been offered the position, which meant that Clint Kubiak, who's generally a very renowned offensive coordinator in the league, with his dad, Gary Kubiak, his work as the Minnesota offensive coordinator for a long time. And then, he's been around. And then with New Orleans most recently this last year, before now he's coming over to Seattle, which he did an all right job in New Orleans, but he's a highly coveted coordinator. And when they said that he wasn't their first option, people thought that it might. No, he doesn't. He looked like he was about to pass out, which isn't good. Yeah. Mahomes under pressure. Mahomes fumbles. He's bumped. And the Chiefs recover. No, they don't. Who recovers? And there's a pile. There's a body pile. We'll see. But Mahomes fumbled. He got bumped. He just got hip dropped by the guy in front of him. And the ball went flying. It's Bills football. And the Buffalo Bills will take over. There is a flag, but I'll choose to ignore that for now. Oh, you're kidding. It's offside on Buffalo. Wow. And now the entire sports world goes, the refs are helping the Chiefs. They're helping them, I mean, hey, he was offside, but Mahomes got bumped by Ed Oliver. That was a really funny fumble too, and they got called back. So the Chiefs survive a little scare. What was I talking about, man? Clint Kubiak, right? After this play, Mahomes handoff Kareem Hunt. Hunt moves the legs up the middle for a gain of 12. So Kubiak, he would have gotten a job elsewhere if he hadn't taken the Seattle job necessarily. So there was a lot of confusion there about why Seattle wouldn't offer him the job, and then a little bit of confusion about why Hank Fraley would announce on social media to basically sink the Seahawks' plans about hiring any other coach. Because he said, oh, yeah, I mean, if you're interviewing for a job, the first thing you want to hear it from another candidate is not, they picked me, not you. You're their backup option. And that's exactly what they heard. Mahomes screen to Worthy. Xavier Worthy rides the rope on the sideline. It'll depend on the spot there. We'll see where they'll place him. Yeah. That was funny. That was the funniest sequence that I've ever seen. It's just Sean Hockley making stuff up. He's like, we can't let this go on anymore. What should we do, Sean? Well, I think we should award them a touchdown if they keep doing it. All right. All right. Good, Sean. You go. Good job, Sean Hockley. It was a gain of 8 by Xavier Worthy, by the way. And it'll be a fumble again. Mahomes drops it. And it's Bills football again. Buffalo is on offense. It's a turnover. Mahomes has butterfingers. What is happening? In the rematch, Patrick Mahomes, a miscommunication between him and Pacheco, obviously, resulted in the fumble recovered by Gregory Rousseau. And the Bills will halt the momentum of the Chiefs and will take over. Wow, that's massive there. That was a massive play for the Bills defense. That's exactly what they needed here. If they can take a lead here, there might, who knows, it might be it. Any lead's a big lead in a game like this. I mean, if you can get the upper hand, it might be hard to give the opposing team back that hand. It's going to be a very close game. It's going to be the thriller that we were hoping for. Unlike the NFC Championship, where it's like 55 points, 55. This is a Commanders team that held the Lions to 38, 55, It was a messed up. It's been a messed up week. So yeah, there was a lot of concern about whether Kubiak would actually take the job. But he did. So now Seattle's got a very reliable new offensive coordinator. As for other teams, the Detroit Lions have promoted linebackers coach Kelvin Shepard, the defensive coordinator, to replace Aaron Glenn. We'll get to head coaches. Actually, you know what we can do? We can do some head coaches now. I can do some smackdowns. I'm feeling good. I'll give my professional grades. My professional grades at what I think about the head coach, the recent head coaching hires, and my thoughts on them in general, and then what's left, of course. Because New Orleans is the job that's left, and to me, that New Orleans job is a very key one because that New Orleans job is down to 4 candidates. I don't care what anyone says. It's down to 4. People are saying 6. For my intel, it's only 4. It's only 4 candidates there for New Orleans. Because forget about Mike Kafka getting a job. Like, throw that in the dumpster fire. Hiring Darren Rizzi would honestly be the worst decision New Orleans can make. He's a good people pleaser. He's the Antonio Pierce of New Orleans, but that sucks. That's not going to work. I'm sorry. I'm being honest. New Orleans options are Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator. James Cook takes the handoff. Cook makes a nice cut. James Cook still running, gets 10 yards on first down into Chiefs territory. All right, anyway. Cliff Kingsbury, the Commanders offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore, the Eagles offensive coordinator. And Mike McCarthy, the former Cowboys head coach. Those are the 4. The only way, those are the 4. Like Mike Kafka, Darren Rizzi, forget about it. They don't apply. Like, I don't care. They may have gotten their second interviews. They're not getting the job. If they get the job, that would be an incredibly surprising and stupid decision. That's going to end up sinking the Saints franchise for a little bit. 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Refs appear to be working something out. Likely something to do with the spot. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. So, yeah, they don't give him the first down. I was wrong about them being in a Chiefs territory. Why was that so disorienting? Okay. Whatever. But what am I saying? From the 38-yard line, Allen under center, handoff to James Cook. James Cook, first down. Gain of 2 on the play. Strong rushes from James Cook to open up this game. But as the seconds wind down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the end of the first quarter live from Kansas City, Missouri. The Kansas City Chiefs lead 7-3 over the Buffalo Bills. But the Bills are most certainly not out of it yet because after a Patrick Mahomes fumble, the Bills got the stop they needed and are driving. Can they capitalize with an end zone trip? All right. Back to the head coaches. So, wait, I should organize, so make sure I don't. So, first quarter, we'll do coaches. Second quarter, I'll do Super Bowl stuff. And then third and fourth quarter, I'll do like off-season stuff / chat participation, whatever. Got to pay attention to you guys, I guess. I guess I got to pay attention to you guys. Darn. All right. I'm sorry, I'm looking for your words. I lost them. Okay. I won't remember that. I won't remember those. All right. So first up, we have in New England, Mike Vrabel, the former head coach of the Tennessee Titans, getting hired by the New England Patriots in replacement of Gerard Mayo. So Vrabel has returned to the Patriots. He played linebacker for New England from 2001 to 2008 and was an integral member of 3 Super Bowl championship teams. He was the Titans head coach for 5 years, posting a 54-45 regular season record and a 2-3 mark in the playoffs, which included a trip to the AFC Championship game in 2019. Vrabel was the coach of the year in 2021, now replaces Mayo, who was fired on January 5th after posting a 4-13 record in his one season as the Patriots coach. This is a good hire. I'm a Dolphins fan. I hate to say it, but Mike Vrabel is a fantastic hire. It's a genius hire. I mean, he fits with the organization. He fits with the style. He likes New England. I mean, it's always better when a coach is where he wants to be. So Mike Vrabel wants to coach in New England like nothing else. He's going to do whatever it takes to keep this job. Chances are this team's going to be a contender in 2 years. So honestly, this is an A- hire for me. This is an A-. The only reason it's not an A+ is because he couldn't take Shane Bowen away from the Giants. If he had recreated that Titans staff that he tried to put together instead of settling for like Terrell Williams or whatever his name is, and then managed to steal Shane Bowen back from the Giants, whew, and that Patriots team would be dangerous. That would be a dangerous squad there. So A-, because it's a great hire. Wish they could have gotten Shane Bowen, gotten the gang back together. Allen looks to throw. He'll go to his dump-off option to James Cook, who gets in the open field for a gain of 15 and a first down. I can't believe it's actually a reasonable hour and I'm doing a commentary. Although, honestly, I despise this time. Cook is cooking. Cook is on fire. I despise 6:30. Why 6:30? I'm sorry. I'll talk about this later. It's just like, 6:30? Why? Frustrates me. I'm like, why would they shift the system for like 1 week? They're like, AFC Championship game? Yeah, we got you. 6:30. Why? Josh Allen looks overhead, directing traffic, under pressure, rolls to his right. Chris Jones in his face. He throws deep. He's got Coleman. It's almost intercepted and almost caught. So much is happening on these deep passes by Josh Allen. He is just lobbing them up there and hoping for the best. I honestly don't get the 6:30 game thing. I don't understand. Please be pass interference. I'll be like, it's offensive pass interference. All right, we'll see. Holding defense. All right, it's not pass interference because apparently that wasn't catchable. It's on Nick Bolton. Let's see it. That's an awful angle. Hello, CBS. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's holding. Like CBS, where is the right angle? That's still a pretty bad angle, honestly. Wasn't even no, that wasn't Nick Bolton, wasn't it? I wasn't gonna say anything because with the thought in my head, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Nick Bolton doesn't look like that. Like, how do you know that? I was scared that someone was gonna. How do you know that? Last I checked, he was a slightly. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember anymore. Is it Nick Bolton? It's hard, okay? The job's difficult. What number is Nick Bolton? I thought he was a different number. 32. I'm pretty sure it was a different number. That's what I was thinking. But I don't want to sound like. I don't know. I'm trying to sound like I know what I'm doing, but. Yeah, what? 2nd and 6 for the Bills coming up. Khalil Shakir in motion. Allen. Play action. He'll dump it off to Shakir, who's hit like a missile by Justin Reed, who flew out of a cannon. That was Coleman. Wasn't it Coleman on the deep route? It was Coleman, but Nick Bolton is the linebacker who got flagged for it. Nick Bolton is 32. Oh, okay. Well, I thought it was like 53. I think it might be Drew Tranquil. All these like mediocre Chiefs players. Like, I'm sorry, but like none of them have been stars anywhere else. They've all just been like collectively together. Like they've been and together they make a really good team. Steve Spagnuolo managed to get a lot of guys, but not like one or two good guys and a lot of guys. Bring a lot of blitz. Throw quickly over the middle. It's caught by Amari Cooper for a first down. Good job there by Josh Allen getting the release time quick. Good route running by Amari Cooper. Very good synergy. And look at the speed on that release. I mean, he drilled that into Amari Cooper's chest. That was a great throw by Josh Allen. I mean, just look at the blitz coming from and then the release, boom, so fast. That was under a second, and then the speed that it released off of his hand. Great throw there by Josh Allen, who's 7 of 10 for 60 yards to open up this game here. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Josh Allen loads deep under pressure. He fumbles and recovers it with one hand. Is it raining in Kansas City? Why have there been so many fumbles? I mean, wow. I don't know. He got it with like one hand. That was actually really impressive. Like I saw it. I'm like, he one-handed. Yeah. Okay. Acknowledged for that play, Josh Allen. Just the one-handed, like, give me that. He's got the scooper. He just scooped it. So good play by the Chiefs defense, but great job by Josh Allen getting the one hand saying, that's all I need. Miss Cooper being on the Cowboys. Wow. That was so long ago. That was such a flashback. I'm like, that was forever ago. Yeah, I know. He's got like the glue that baseball pitchers use. Like, it's the only way he's managed to pick that up like that. 3rd and 13 coming up for Buffalo. Mac Hollins, known for his classy style. Spider tag. Allen looks over the middle, deep to Shakir, inside the 10, down to the 6-yard line. 1st and goal to go for the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen is dishing here in the first half. I mean, he's putting the balls right in their chest. I mean, he really is. Phenomenal passing skills shown by Josh Allen. Hand off to James Cook, who tries to cut the edge. He will do so! The Cook is cooking up something special tonight. He says, I'm thinking I want my food a certain red color. And they're trying to head to the Super Bowl. I tried it. It didn't really work. My red Chiefs. I couldn't say they wanted to cook a Chief. Like, Chiefs aren't an animal like half the teams in the NFL. He cooked, okay? He cooked. They let him cook, and he cooked. He did what Cook does. Touchdown, Buffalo. We're gonna forget about this. We're gonna move on. Very rare. I'm not. Do you mean blue? No, that's raw. Sorry. I know all the steak drums. It's like, do you want your steak blue? Blue? Yes, blue. What's blue? Do you want your steak blue? What's blue? And so I figured this out. Blue. The blue steak is raw. Not a single thing. It's officially called blue. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Who eats that? People actually order their steak blue? Oh, yeah, touchdown. Right. Right, touchdown. You guys got to hold me accountable for this. I'm actually loving the snacking, honestly. It's great. Yeah, no, all the different kinds of steaks, I should make a poll to test how you cook your steak, but I think we all know there's only one right answer. There's only one right answer. Come on. Can we get more cooks cooking? Got Dalvin, James. Wow, how other cooks do you want cooking? All right. So after the Gerard Mayo hire, we're going to the Mike Vrabel hire, we're going to move on to Matt Eberflus's replacement in Chicago, Ben Johnson. And I got to say, at first, I was a little, skeptical. I'm like, how good is this guy really? You're right. You are absolutely correct. Most of the time, medium rare. Most black jerky. I think I found where you live. Do you live in Texas? Jerky, the only kind of meat when you can hear the crunch just as well as a chip. That's a perfect jerky side effect. Yeah. It's the exact sound it makes. You just hear the crunch. So I gotta say, I didn't entirely buy into the Ben Johnson hype. I wasn't entirely impressed with his play calling skills against Washington in the divisional round last week. So I was a little skeptical when the Bears hired him. But throughout the week, I found myself increasingly approving of Ben Johnson. His introductory press conference, he treated the reporters with respect. I mean, which is great. I mean, I love that. That's one of the, he treated them with so much respect. He made jokes, which is hilarious. He was charismatic. He got the trust when he showed up at Hollis Hall. He gave an incredible speech to get the staff into it. And then to open up his tenure, he hired a former Miami Dolphin. He hired former Packers corner and Dolphins corner and former Dolphins intern Al Harris as their defensive pass game coordinator and D-backs coach. And I'm like, yes! And then he hired Antoine Randall L. I'm like, he's bringing the dream team together. I loved the hire. I mean, if he can continue to be as charming as he is, as long as the play calling. I mean, I at this point, I'm a Bears fan at this point. He's done a fantastic job. I mean, he's won me over. Like, I wasn't sure how I was feeling about him at the beginning of the week after that game against the Commanders. But then, like, during the week between his press conference, his interviews, his press conferences, his hirings, his Hollis Hall moment, I mean, incredible. Like, I actually really want the guy to succeed. And, I mean, he is a former Miami Dolphin coach. So you know what? I like Ben Johnson. I love the hire. Honestly, I'm a big fan of this hire. Chicago is a team you're going to want to watch out for. I'm going to give it an A. It's a bit bold, but I really like the hire. I'm not a Bears fan. I'm a Dolphins fan. It's like, but if I had to choose, I'm a big fan of the hire. So just because of the hire, I'll be following Ben Johnson's career, and I'm looking forward to see what he can do. Yeah, I think they made a good choice. I think this is the first time in a long time where I've actually approved of a Chicago Bears head coach. They need something. It's like all the NFC North teams just over there partying, like the Bears just, hello darkness, my old friend. And like, we got to give them something, right? Yeah, how about we all get first rounded in the playoffs, yeah? Sounds good. Then what? Can we have Ben Johnson? What? No. Packers like, yes, please. Take Ben Johnson. I love all the coaches in the NFC North. Honestly, that's the division of coaches at this point. Because Kevin O'Connell also has a very likable personality. He's got an amazing locker room presence. He's shown that he's a genius at offensive play calling. Matt LaFleur, very similar. He's just a really smart guy who comes from the Shanahan tree. And the LaFleur tree, oh my goodness, Kareem Hunt got upended there. He didn't get there 4th and 1 coming up as he just got flipped. Who was in on the hit there? Who even is that Balon Spector? That was Balon Spector coming in on the big hit. He got flipped. That's all I saw was the flip. I'm like, he flipped. They're pretending to be a dolphin. We're the only ones who can flip. Wait a minute. Sounds awful. 4th and 1 for Kansas City. Are they going to go for it? It looks like they're going to call timeout. I know we haven't seen Taylor Swift yet. It's crazy. I'm shocked. I mean, sure, we've had like 6 chips already, but the fact that it's not 9 is amazing to me. I'm very happy for Chicago. I think it's a great hire. That's an A. She's there. She's there. There's an article on ESPN. There's always an article on ESPN. I can see it. It says, Taylor Swift present to support Travis Kelce at AFC Championship game. Yeah, I mean, she's there. There's a picture of her. Taylor Swift arrives prior to the AFC Championship game with the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs with a line at Getzenberg. Yes, yeah, it's a good voice. Chiefs are going for it on 4th and 1. Rolls out to his right. Mahomes takes it himself for a gain of 6. That was too easy. Yeah, they can't make it that easy for him. Now, that's my very posh old lady voice, you know. Hello. It sounds much better quiet, honestly, because you can't really tell that it's supposed to be a grandmother's voice. But the higher you go, the more old it sounds. 1st and 10 from the handoff to Kareem Hunt. Hunt going nowhere. Bills D-line shoves him back. Smoot on the tackle. He got smooted. He did. I don't know why. People, sounds like you should be hosting, Greg. Mary. Pruleith. I am Dame Pruleith. I am not just Pruleith anymore. I am Dame Pruleith. 2nd and 9 coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes throws to his left to a wide open Xavier Worthy on one of the best comeback routes you'll ever see. He had the Bills defender toasted over there. Incredible route running by Xavier Worthy. That was a really good job. I mean, just a quick little double step comeback and then just moves after that. He was playing soft zone, even though it was man. So whoever number 5 is, got to get to work. It's got a soggy bottom. It's completely raw. You know. Oh wait, that's Gordon Ramsay, not Paul Hollywood. Patrick Mahomes throws to DeAndre Hopkins, his first target of the day. He'll get about 10 yards. Wait, that's 2 bites now? Wait, what did I miss? Which stat did I miss? There was a stat, right? Wait, what was it? What was it? I only saw the Xavier Worthy for 20 yards thing. The crossover we all need. The exponential with the Great British Bake Off presents Mahomes throwing stat for tonight. All right. I'm hungry. You know what? I ate a long time ago. We're going to do that. Handoff Isaiah Pacheco. Pacheco goes for 2 yards before he's stuffed by Teron Johnson. That's one. 5:45 to go here in the first half. The Chiefs have surprisingly outgained Buffalo by about 40 rushing yards in this game. It's a bit of a surprising stat to know. 2nd and 9. Worthy in motion. It's a handoff to Pacheco. Isaiah Pacheco won't get the first down. He fumbles too, but it looks like the play was already done. Stop eating my it's the way to, yeah, I mean, it's a very efficient way. I had dinner a long time ago, y'all. I had dinner at like 7 today. 7 European time, so 5 hours ago. So you know what they say, you're supposed to eat every 4 hours, so you know what? Dinner at 6. Man, you guys eat early. 7's way early for us, though. We normally eat at like 9, 8 or 9. Like normal. Like that's average. Sometimes 10. 7 is something's wrong with us. We only ate 7 today because we had lunch earlier. We had lunch at like 1. Normally we have lunch at like 4. Like we eat lunch at 4. We have breakfast at midday, lunch at 4, dinner at 9, midnight snack at midnight. That's actually kind of real. Yeah, like I'm not gonna put it in the fridge. I'm taking these off. Ugh. I know what my voice sounds like enough. Fairly well, at least. Same, we usually eat at 8, but we had family. Oh. Good for you. I hope you like your family. It's a common issue, actually. Anyway, 3rd and 4 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Carson Steele in motion out of the backfield. Mahomes throws to his left to Worthy. Tries to make a good move and does, actually. Gets a first down. That was a nice move by Worthy. I thought something happened to him because he did like the Madden backwards jump, but like 10 yards back. Colin says, "I'm not against families. I'm cool with my family. Yeah, I'm cool with my family. Yeah. I'm cool with my immediate family, and the friends I consider family as well. Also, very cool with them. There was a flag. It was face mask on Buffalo because it has to be on Buffalo. Well, they both kind of face masked, if I'm being honest. I mean, you see that? Do you see? He also had his hand in his face mask. So, I mean, you can call that one, but you got to call the other one as well. Sorry. 4.5 minutes till the half. Chiefs are at 1st and 10. Bills have been penalized 3 times today, while the Chiefs have only been penalized once. If it goes both ways, no flag. It's a high safety. Mahomes goes underneath to Worthy. He is Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And the Chiefs are back on top. With 4:13 to go here in the first half, it's his 7th career reception touchdown. He extends. Yeah, he's got that clean. Good extend. Unless he was out there, that's a touchdown. What a drive from Kansas City. 70 yards, 11 plays, 6 minutes and 12 seconds. And with this extra point, the Chiefs lead by 4. But don't count out Buffalo yet. They got plenty of time. In fact, they got plenty of time. Kansas City has plenty of time. And then Buffalo has plenty of time again. And then Kansas City gets the ball after halftime. And we do it all over again. Taylor Swift, I see her. 3. Let's go. We got one. All right, we got one. All right, cool. I saw her. All right. So the next head coach, Aaron Glenn, the new head coach of the New York Jets. Oh, I know. 4. Oh, man. So Aaron Glenn, the new coach of the New York Jets. I like the hire because that's where he wanted to be. But at the same time, I don't necessarily understand why the Jets would go defense again. That's a problem I have with the Jets organization, is they always go defense. I'm like, usually, hear me out. When a team's bad, they often go with the opposite of whatever their coach was. You guys have got hired like 5 defensive head coaches in a row. Aaron Glenn's like 6th. So, in my opinion, I mean, it's not a bad hire, but I'm going to give it a B-. It gets a B- just because, like, why? You're relying on this guy to hire an offensive coordinator that Robert Saleh could have hired. The problem, I mean, sure, the defense decreased pretty exponentially, no pun intended, this year. And he can definitely make it better back to its original form in 2021, but that's not going to help your offense. That's my problem with it. What's Aaron Glenn going to do with that? So I'm not sure. This was a best hire for the Jets, but it'll definitely be intriguing. So I'm going to give that one a B+. All right, I'll take another chip now. Seriously, rip Pringles can. Someone's going to look for this Pringles can in the morning. I'm going to check it. Be like, how is it ran out? Like, turns out the 3 things I picked actually happened more than I thought they did. We got 3 more head coaches for me to yammer on about. So touchback for the Bills. All right, here's the last one. last shift, then I could go back to commentating and then doing the refs, and then the second half will be all future updates. That's funny. Premiere tonight after the game, Watson. I plan on watching a couple episodes, seeing what it's all about. Hilarious to me that they put Justin Watson up on the screen for that. Really funny. All right, there we go. Allen under center. Play action. Under pressure from behind. He'll throw on the run. It's incomplete. Good defense by Kansas City. That was Nick Bolton. Well, yeah, I mean, it was a tough catch. Ultimately, yeah, he does have to catch that. It was a great throw under duress from Allen, but great defense from Nick Bolton. Just batting his arm down. That's textbook defense right there. There's a flag. Illegal formation on Buffalo. Yeah. What? What? The play hadn't started yet. I don't know why people hate on Romo. Do you want to know the answer? I know the answer, at least in the broadcasting community. Surprise. I know the answer from a broadcaster's perspective. Second and 10. 4:06 to go before the half. Allen looks over the middle and it's dropped. You do have to catch that one if you're Curtis Samuel. I mean, it was blown coverage by Drew Tranquil. That would have probably been a first down. Wait, hold on. What happened? Taylor, so much Taylor. Yeah. Honestly, I mean, the way this is going. Yeah, but the reason why people don't, in the broadcasting community in general, don't particularly care for Tony Romo is that, like, we acknowledge him that he understands the game very well from inside the booth. But we also know that he doesn't have the voice for it, which is a big problem for a lot of people who are like, oh, well, he doesn't have the voice for it, and I do. Like, it's a very envious thing. Like, why does he have that job? Allen looks deep and well over throws. Keon Coleman, incomplete, 4th and 10. So no one believes he has the voice for it, first of all, because, he's got that, hey, Jim, it's me, Tony Romo. I'm going to be your commentator today, which sounds more like Kermit the Frog, but I think it's pretty accurate. Why not Haran Allen? I don't know. But that's one of the problems. But the other problem with Tony Romo is that a lot of people think that he pretends to know as much about football as he does. Like, from what I know, people honestly think he's a brick wall. Like, they think he's really stupid unless he has someone feeding him stats and stuff. And somehow Remigio is still on his feet, and Remigio cuts the edge. The 40, he's got a good one. Down to the Buffalo 33-yard line, Nico Remigio. He has been an incredible returner for the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Chiefs are in business immediately. What a return from Nico Remigio, dodging the first tackle, and then just outrunning the rest of the Bills special teams unit. Oh, man. Ugh. My throat, I'm losing my voice. Gotta be more dark and shady. Welcome to the Exponential. My name is RSquared. But in general, people aren't really sure what Romo's intellectual level is because he always seems to use what the broadcast booth gives him. No one believes he does his actual own research, and we have no evidence to support or disprove that. Kareem Hunt ran for 6 yards and was incredibly slow getting up after that one. He's still down. He'll limp off the field. I want to say back after this, but I don't think we're going to be back after anything. So no, I mean, we understand that Romo sees things from the quarterback's perspective, and it's the same thing as Tom Brady. Like, at least Brady has a better voice for it. But the same thing comes down to how much actual like intellectual knowledge does he have about sports, because sports is a lot more than actually playing it. Because like to be able to play it, sure, it's a big thing. But Kevin Burkhardt, the reason why he's there is because he's very smart. He knows the science. But Travis Kelce drops the pass. You don't see that every day. That was a screen, and Kelce simply dropped it. 3rd and 5 coming up for Kansas City. That was a weird. I hit Kelce in the hands, and he just didn't focus. It was a forward pass. It was a bad pass, but it was a forward pass. And Kelce just drops it. Still should have had that. I mean, when a ball hits you in the hands, best you can do is catch it. Just speaking the truth. 3rd and 5. So, I mean, we respect everyone that gets to that level because ultimately they got there for some reason. Mahomes under pressure, throws out of a run, and no way! He got it! Xavier Worthy! How did he possibly catch that? No way! Patrick Mahomes to Xavier Worthy. I thought that play was dead. Mahomes lobs one up there, and it's not even gonna count. No, it's on Buffalo. It is gonna count, and some. What? So not only does Buffalo tag on another holding penalty. Oh, that's close. Nope. Oh, wow. Yeah. Now that's a catch. He's got it right there. That's a remarkable grab by Xavier Worthy. That's fantastic. And it's a jet sweep to Worthy. Worthy will be taken down for a loss of 1. Give us stats. I'll give you stats. Xavier Worthy's got 5 receptions for 62 yards and a touchdown today, with Patrick Mahomes has spread the ball around fairly evenly, throwing to 5 different receivers, Xavier Worthy being his most targeted with those 5. He's only targeted one other receiver more than once, and that was Hollywood Brown, who has 20 yards on the day, which is 11 less than Juju Smith-Schuster, who comes in with 31 yards. Stats. We saw Sean McDermott throw the challenge flag on the catch. He's not going to win. Apologies, but he's not going to win. Yeah, I thought that was just like some quick stats that I can see. I could probably give more, but I don't see any more right now. Not any more relevant ones. I don't think they can overturn that. Honestly, I really don't think they can, other than them saying that maybe it's an interception, but even then it's still Chiefs' ball. They accept the penalty, get 5 yards. It's a first down anyway. I mean, okay, fine. Every yard matters. I'll give them that, but there's no way that they're going to overturn it to an incompletion or an interception, as it is. It feels like a bit of a waste of a challenge, but, I'm not the coach. But guess who is a coach? Liam Cohen. After some serious drama between Jacksonville and Tampa Bay as 2 Florida heavyweights battled it out, the Jags eventually stole Liam Cohen for themselves. And, I mean, it was a wild ride. It was a wild, wild ride. So the Jags may have violated the Art Rooney rule. Liam Cohen may have violated the terms of his newly agreed-upon contract. I mean, man, stuff went down in Jacksonville and Tampa. That's a ridiculous series of events happened there. Made things very confusing for Liam Cohen and co. But all in all, it was definitely right. Tell me about it. I was following it. I was getting updates like every half hour from this guy who was like, it changed again. What's this? Something else happened. I'm like, dude, chill. So overall, I think it's a good hire. I mean, they needed someone like Liam Cohen in Jacksonville. I think he could be really, really good in Jacksonville. Was he worth all of the hustle? Maybe not. Which is why I give him a B+. Because although he does come in, he gets to choose his own general manager because owner Shad Khan is, with all due respect to him, relatively incompetent when it comes to finding people to give jobs. In-state bad blood now. Yeah, I mean, if the Bucs play the Jaguars this year, the Bucs are, oh, no, right, you want to go, Meanwhile, the Dolphins are over there like, chill, y'all. What you guys doing? What you guys doing? You guys want to grab a Coke? But overall, I give it a B plus. So I give it a B plus because it's what Jacksonville needed out of a head coach. But whether it was actually worth all of the hassle that it took to get him, no, I don't know about that. So I'm gonna give it a B plus. Las Vegas, viva Las Vegas. Pete Carroll, the new head coach. Wait, here is this guy. I forgot to give credit to the referees. Our referee here today it's a catch, by the way. Yeah. No way. Cleet Blakeman is our official today. So Cleet Blakeman's crew. Okay. Can I just say, I feel like, just me personally, if I were up in an analytics booth watching this, I feel like I would be a really great guy to yell at a head coach going, it's not a catch, don't challenge it, Like, I feel like I would do really good on a Dolphins squad because we need help with that. Mike McDaniel hasn't won a challenge in his 4 years. He's won like 2 challenges out of like 20-something. He's garbage at it. I'm like, but Sean McDermott had no reason to challenge that. First and goal for Kansas City. It's P. Ryan in motion. Mahomes quick to the edge and complete towards DeAndre Hopkins. No, seriously, I do think I should be the analytics officer, like the chief analytical officer of the Buffalo Bills or something. I would take that job because they need it. Stat tracks. Mahomes is 10 of 13 for 132 yards and a touchdown so far today. So he's been fairly accurate. He's moved the ball very efficiently, and he's on track for a 300-yard game. Second and goal for the Chiefs. It's a wildcat to Isaiah Pacheco, and Pacheco pushes forward, won't get there. Third and goal from the 2. That's a bite. Is it? I feel like that was just a stat. I'm not sure. Does it really count? Pepper, does it count? Does that count as something that particularly highlights Patrick Mahomes specifically? I mean, it's just a stat. But he knew where to call it. I know. Yeah. Sean McDermott has really struggled with the more tech. See, here's Sean McDermott. My big problem with Sean McDermott hasn't ever been his coaching style. He's obviously, players love him, and he's a good coach. Okay, refs, we're going to ignore that. This is the 2-minute warning live from Kansas City, Missouri. Third and goal coming up for the Kansas City Chiefs. Lead by 4, 14-10. Buffalo. Remember, the Bills can score in 10 seconds. Chiefs got 2 minutes to go 5 yards. Bills have whatever time's left over to go the rest of the way. Should have missed it completely. Side of cost. See, it was just a little stat that said Mahomes is 10 of 13 for 136 yards. That's all it said. Then Drew Brees. Cool. What's going on here? What? This is weird. This is very strange. It's a bounty commercial. Not sponsored by or any of the affiliates. What? Okay. This is weird. Anyway. That was odd. Okay. Here we go. So whether it was worth it, maybe not. But my big problem with Sean McDermott with his time in Buffalo hasn't necessarily been had to do anything with his game style, which I don't mind. It comes down to the technical stuff. It's not like that's just like giving like a clacker score. Yeah. He's right. His problems are very much too technical, like challenges. He struggles immensely with challenges. Another thing Sean McDermott has struggled with, time management, really, really badly. Over the past few years, we've seen some really poor clock management from Sean McDermott at different times, which at times has called for Bills fans to get him fired just because of how bad his clock management has been in past situations. And I mean, he has been getting better. There's a lot less than there used to be, but there still has been a few occasions where, like, what is he thinking here? Like, what is he doing? Like, why won't he call timeout? Call timeout. He hasn't been efficient at the technical part of the game. Which, I mean, isn't the entire game. Like, we understand it, but you got to be able to balance all that stuff. Andy Reid won't let that red flag fly from his pocket unless he's 100% sure that he's right. If he's like, even like, oh, no, I don't think about that. I'm going to have to buy a referee cheeseburger after this to figure out what was wrong with that play. But if he's sure, he's like, I think I'm going to buy these refs a cheeseburger and tell them about this red flag I'm going to throw. Then they're fine with it. Okay. It's a good Andy Reid impression, huh? Not really. That's just what I picture him saying like all the time, just because of what I know about him. I'm just talking about cheeseburgers. The fact that the stat covered the entire screen for the time renewal Buffalo's driving an offense. So the Chiefs at the 1-yard line. Play action, Mahomes. Greg Rousseau in pursuit. He won't get there. Mahomes is into the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. We've seen this before. It's not nothing new. 20-10, Kansas City lead. Oh, a little bit of kerfuffle after the play there. Sure. It's a first postseason rushing touchdown for Mahomes since 2022. This will be many chips. That's one chip. It's one chip for the touchdown. I mean, we've actually already done quite a dent on the can, honestly. We'll see what the flag is. My guess is it's going to be a personal foul. Come on, let's see it. Let's see me be right. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Nailed it. It's going to be on Buffalo. On Jordan Phillips. This is kind of funny because, like, as much as that people would like to say that the refs are doing a normal job, it was a little unnecessary at the end there by DeMar Hamlin. And then by Phillips. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was a little bit at the end there by DeMar Hamlin. A little bit extra. I'm not defending them in any way. Is that a reach? Well, that's how that whole Pringles string of commercials happened, where the guy had the box stuck in his hand and went through life with it. And the extra points, good from Harrison Butker. 21-10. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is when Buffalo, uh-oh, we're in danger. This is not good for the Kansas City Chiefs, for the Buffalo Bills, sorry. The thing is, if Buffalo doesn't score here, Kansas City's getting the ball first after halftime. It might be at 28-10. You talking to me? Did I do that? Was that him? I haven't seen it, man. I just feel like we've been here before. Something seems oddly familiar. So Las Vegas Raiders hired Pete Carroll on 3 days ago to be their next head coach after firing Antonio Pierce. Honestly, Pete Carroll's a great head coach. Las Vegas didn't get any of their top options. So, they did exactly what any natural manager would do. They would say, hey, man, you know what? This is what's going to happen. We're going to get a veteran head coach. He's going to help build the team. Where I've never seen if I had the Simpsons quote, I've never seen the Simpsons, not a single episode. if it was me that you're talking about, I've never done it. I have no idea what I said. I have no idea what I said. So Pete Carroll, I mean, it was a perfect hire as far as that goes. I mean, pretty good move from Tom Brady, if I'm being honest. Not half bad. I would say I give this one an A-. It's what Las Vegas needed. It's not what they wanted, but it was probably what they needed. So I think it's a good hire from Las Vegas. Pete Carroll's a good head coach. Very solid choice. Super Bowl 59 will be live on Fox. I'll be watching it there, so you should be watching it there too. We're going to be having fun. I'm going to be having a Super Bowl party. I might do a little something leading up to Super Bowl weekend. But until then, it's going to be a fun ride, a little fun trip to Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. I won't be in New Orleans. I'll just be watching it and having a little bit of a Super Bowl party. Have some fun watching the game. The entire point of that is you guys enjoy the game. I'll enjoy the game. We're going to enjoy the commercials. I'll have a good time, It'll be a reaction video probably at the end. I'll make it into a short or something. My reaction to Super Bowl 59. Oh, if the Eagles win in a blowout, it's like, this game was awesome. If the Chiefs win in a blowout, it's like, wow, this game sucked. We have only one more head coach that needs rating. So far, most of them, I've been pretty generous with my coaches so far. That's going to change. that's going to change. 25-yard line goes the return. Josh Allen and Buffalo have 1:48. It's definitely not unheard of for this Buffalo Bills offense, but they need something here because this is bad. This is very, very bad. If Buffalo goes down 28-10 by the time they get the ball after this, it's kind of like you start hearing that music in the background. 50 points. I mean, I guess. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Some of them were unnecessary. So far, I've seen the Bills have been a little more chippy than they needed to be. Mac Hollins in motion. Chiefs bring blitz. Open man. Allen escapes. He shovels to Shakir and somehow gets 4 yards. Showing off the little flick of the wrist pass. Good throw from Josh Allen there. Yeah. The shot. That's all you hear. 28-10. Dum. Josh Allen under pressure. It's caught. What? And there's a flag as well. I thought that was picked off, but I'm like, what? It's he caught that? I thought it was an interception. No, yeah, I mean, any trailer, any movie trailer can be turned into like a very villainous song just by those two notes. It's pass interference. They called a PI penalty on Kansas City. It's a miracle, folks. I mean, wow. Yep. Okay, he's holding his arm, yeah. He caught it anyway. They called a penalty on the... Whoa. Why does the YouTube emoji look so much scarier than the message, like the Apple one? Like, that one actually looks genuinely terrified. I'm looking at the one, wow, he's scared. Josh Allen throws to the left side. It's Amari Cooper. He'll get about 9 or 10 yards, depending on the spot. Yeah, very strange. They called a penalty on the Chiefs. Something's amiss. Need to call Watson to figure out why Jalen Watson got called on that pass interference. No, I mean, he did it. But it's surprising that they called it. Allen's 11 of 17 for 104 yards today. Handoff to Johnson, and Ty Johnson storms ahead as they go hurry up, trying not to use too many timeouts. Questionable play call by Joe Brady. Joe Brady recently turned down all head coaching interviews that he had with the New Orleans Saints earlier this week, saying he withdrew his name from consideration. Handoff again back to Ty Johnson. Johnson goes for a couple extra yards, gain of 4:55 seconds. Bills still rushing to the line of scrimmage. What are they doing? Quite frankly, I'm a little confused. You're not playing for a field goal. Okay? Makes sense. Allen looks overhead. Quick throw to Keon Coleman. Fight for the sideline. He does. Good effort by Keon Coleman, saving the timeouts. The wasting 20 seconds on a 4-yard run play made no sense to me. But okay. You know the drill. At halftime, I'm going to make a drink, do some stuff downstairs, and then I'll be back up before halftime resumes. I'm gonna take a little longer though, because I gotta do like one other thing. It's been a wild week, y'all. It's been one of those weeks where it's just like never ending, just bang, boom, 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 like nothing. Ain't never stopping. Timeout, Kansas City. Chiefs call their final timeout with 35 seconds to go here in the first half. Bills still have 2 remaining. 1st and 10. From about the 35-ish of Kansas City. Coming up next, it's your Not Halftime Report, sponsored by Not Verizon. You guys can just sit here, maybe unmute your TV for a little bit, hear what they got to say. We should get an official counter on how many pearls we've eaten, and then after that, we're all good to go. And then I'll come back, we'll do the second half of the game, have a good old time. Gonna do a little bit of fun stuff. I'll clue you in on some stuff that we may or may not be doing during the off season, depending on how cooperative my company is. I say company, it's like 10 people. Anyway, first, they won't like that I said that. 1st and 10. Josh Allen drops back to pass. Chris Jones bull rush pressure, and Allen just has to lob it away. No one in town. 2nd and 10. Yeah, there's some fun stuff I got planned. I got some plans. I haven't shared it with anyone. You guys are the first ones to know about most of them. There's some secret ideas, because I'm not going to leave you guys hanging during the off season. This is a sports channel, not an NFL channel. I mean, it's mostly an NFL channel because everyone likes NFL, but I can do basketball. I just don't commentate on basketball. I mean, I could. I just don't have I don't have TNT, which is kind of an issue. I hate TNT. I don't have TNT. That's a problem. Josh Allen throws over the middle, flags. It's caught. Touchdown, Mac Hollins. He used to be a Dolphin. That's what I know him from. He was so bad in Miami, and here he is making a name for himself in the postseason. Something he would have never accomplished in Miami. 23 seconds to go till halftime. Way too much time for Mahomes, in my opinion. But I believe the call is going to be pass interference against Kansas City. But what a grab by Mac Hollins. Seriously, what was the flag on now? What was the flag for? They got to be thinking pass interference, but I didn't see it. Minimal pass interference. It was all right. It wasn't a ton of contact there. I see how they might call that, but there was minimal contact. People would have been upset if the Bills hadn't scored there. The extra point is good for Buffalo. Kansas City 4-point lead, 23 seconds till the halftime. There's a flag. Of course there is. It's going to be on Buffalo. Watch. Here we go. Yeah, it's going to be on Buffalo. The amount of time is an automatic field goal for Kansas City. I know. They left them way too much time. It's actually not on Buffalo. It's on Kansas City. It's offside. They're going for 2. Making it a 3-point game. Understandable, honestly. I understand the call. I understand the reasoning behind it. This is actually pretty smart. Yeah. If they don't lose anything by missing it necessarily, and they gain a lot from hitting it. Because ultimately 16-17, there's no difference, but 18, it's a field goals game. So I think this is a good choice from Buffalo. It looks like they're going with their own version of the tush push. And they will, and Allen won't get there. Oh, actually, Allen didn't have the ball. Curtis Samuel won't get there. The Chiefs' defense holds strong, 21-16. It's a 5-point Kansas City lead. I don't even know what the trickeration was there. Oh, we see Allen pass the ball. He passed the ball to Curtis Samuel mid-play. That didn't work. Yeah, that was weird. That didn't work at all. Oh, by the way, that's a chip. For those that are wondering, that was a touchdown. So chip touchdown. So touchdown chip. Here we go. All right, here we go. Last head coach hiring. The Dallas Cowboys hired offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer to become their next head coach. Tossed away. Impressed. See, didn't get their hands on it. Yeah. So isn't that fun? Isn't it fun that the Dallas Cowboys decided to fire Mike McCarthy and bring back his closest protege? Wow. What a big change they've decided to make in Dallas. I mean, I am truly, truly very impressed with the work they've done in Dallas. I mean, Mike McCarthy, he was such a good head coach. Only naturally, they wanted his immediate choice. His says, this guy's going to be really great. So they think, oh yeah, I'm going to listen. Jerry Jones says, I'm going to listen to my former head coach who is now fired. And I'm going to say, yes. I do believe that Brian Schottenheimer would be a good replacement. So they hire Brian Schottenheimer. Everyone in Dallas, obviously ecstatic about it. Cowboys fans all around the world are thrilled with Brian Schottenheimer's hiring. I mean, they are absolutely just they cannot believe it. They're so happy. The expression on their face is pure joy. And the expression on a lot of teams' face is also pure joy. Eagles fans, for instance, their faces are pure joy. Basically, anyone that's not a Cowboys fan's faces, pretty much pure joy. Cowboys, they look like joy, but they're forcing it at this point. They look like why? That's more what they look like. So this hiring was not good, to say the least. I gotta say, when I saw this, I said why. I said exactly why. I'm like, why? And then I laughed. I laughed really, really hard, really unnecessarily hard, because the Cowboys. I have always had a thing against Mike McCarthy. Those who've known me longest know that he was my least favorite coach for many, many a year. And now they're bringing in Brian Schottenheimer. And the funny thing to me is that the Cowboys are still gonna suck no matter what. I mean, that's hilarious to me. I've I've been rooting for Mike McCarthy's downfall out of Dallas forever, and they hired the one guy that might actually be worse of a coach than him. I'm like, this is awesome. Oh man, watching the Cowboys suffer is one of my personal. Oh wow, Mihio broke a tackle there. It's the 22. That sound like Stephen A. Why? Thank you. I am a master at sounding like Stephen A. Smith. I think that was a pretty. I can't hear myself, so I have no idea how that sounded. But so no, obviously not a good hire. So I'm gonna be nice because I know there's a Cowboys fan here. So I'm gonna give them a D minus. Just that I'm not. I mean, maybe I could give them an F plus, but a D minus is what I'll give them. The Chiefs will take it into halftime. Stephen A. Smith, Mad Dog. That's them. That's the Mad Dog voice. Mad Dogs. It's no Steven's A list. So that's another commercial. F plus of a plus. That's just a D minus. Halftime from Kansas City, Missouri. Chiefs 21, Buffalo Bills 16. Second half is coming up to you in 12 minutes. So I bid you bon voyage for the time being. Au revoir, toodaloo. And I will see you after halftime with a refreshed drink, which I actually didn't drink all that much of, honestly. The Pringles satisfied that. Got an E minus. That's so much better. A B C D E F. I didn't actually have to count. I was just being funny. No, I'm not dumb. I promise. Those who know me know I'm actually fairly smart-ish. Only about sports. Anyway, I will see you guys in about 12 minutes back here at Geha Field at Arrowhead Stadium. We'll be back. Do whatever. Roam around. If we actually got decent, but we got Eberflus. Yeah. Rip Cowboys. Bye. I'm around. You type in the chat if you want me to say something or anything, and I'm here. Yeah, I can do funny voices too. I'm a voice actor, you know. All right, I'll be off to the side. I just caused all sorts of chaos here. That was funny. You guys should have seen that. You saw probably the cord like whipping in front of the camera. It's funny me trying to operate my setup on my own. That's crazy. All right, bye bye. Back, anything happened? You missed a cord flowing in front of the screen because I forgot how to operate my own setup for about like half an hour. No, you missed like 2 minutes of me dropping a bunch of stuff while muted so that you couldn't hear it. And then you saw like a cord like right in front of the camera just doing that. It was me trying to get my desk to stand. So now I'm standing desk mode. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I didn't miss much. Yeah, it was like an old silent film, but you like couldn't see me. You couldn't hear me, couldn't see me. Like all I saw was chaos. You just saw like this, and then like that's all you saw, and in the background that was it. It's silent film. I get breaking news from the dumbest stuff now. I'm sorry, like I understand it, but like when I see breaking news, I immediately go, "Oh no, something's gone down, something's gone down." I look over breaking news, it's like the Las Vegas Aces trade Kelsey Plum to the Los Angeles Sparks, whatever they are. Whatever it is. They were Los Angeles, right? It's like WNBA stuff in a blockbuster 3-team trade. I don't even think I'm subscribed to notifications for WNBA. I mean, I'm not against it in any way. I just didn't. Oh my, I, I didn't sign up for that. I was like over here, like breaking news. What is it, man? That's it. Fine. I'll just hobble off screen now. I know it's ridiculous. Like, how dare you with like that of everything? Like it's I mean, I'm fine with it. Like I support WNBA. It's fine. I'm cool with it. I don't necessarily want, you know, blockbuster breaking news check in now. I'm like, what is this? Getting ripped off by ESPN breaking news notifications. We're back underway here in Kansas City, Missouri. The Kansas City Chiefs are returning it. It's Remigio. He's had a couple of good returns today, but that one's upended at the 25-yard line, where the Chiefs will start off their drive. 14:55 as the Chiefs start their drive, 21-16 at the start of the second half. Sean McDermott short or is Evan Washburn tall? These are the kind of things I'm like, wait, it's like one of the, you never see Evan Washburn actually with reporters. We should ask Siri. Wait, Patrick Mahomes rolls out. Patrick Mahomes makes some nice moves and slides after a gain of 13, first down. How tall it? Hey Siri. Hey Siri. It doesn't recognize me with my commentator voice. Hey Siri, how tall is Evan Washburn? That doesn't help. It told me a date of birth. Thanks. Hey guys, Evan Washburn's born in September. Handoff, Kareem Hunt going nowhere. Bills blew. Whoa, what? The Bills blew that up 5 yards in the backfield, and Kareem Hunt manages to get 3 yards on that. That was an incredible effort by Kareem Hunt. He's hunting for those extra yards. I see what I did there. Let's see. Evan Washburn height. He's 6'2". Okay, he's not short. Breaking news: Evan Washburn was born in September. Be like randomly in September. Happy birthday, Evan. Just a tribute. Mahomes slings it into the middle of nowhere. Landon, that's pass interference. What? We should have added a clause for every time a call goes against Buffalo for the chip thing. That there was no way that was anywhere near him. It's like Khair Alam. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely contact there. Okay. Yeah, all right. Fine. I guess. It didn't really interfere with it too much. But I suppose they could. They're doing trickery. And it's. Oh, wow, that was embarrassing. That was so embarrassing. He just fell. All right, we have a good time here on the exponential. Little pitchy woo woo to start. Dump off to Isaiah Pacheco, who simply falls. Overly exaggerated clapping. That's exactly what he needs. 2nd and 8. Mahomes hands it off to Kareem Hunt. Hunt gains about 5 yards on the play. That's funny. Third and 3 coming up for Kansas City. 12:35 to play here in the third quarter. Chiefs lead by 5. Ghost makes the tackle. Bills flag control players on the field. For real. Bills are showing heavy pressure. We'll see if they bring it. They back out, bring 4. Mahomes throws to Marquise Brown to the 35-yard line of Buffalo and a first down. Good play there by the Chiefs, getting the ball out quickly and getting the ball up to one of their faster receivers on the team in Hollywood Brown, who just slipped out really undetected by the Bills defense. No one saw him. Khair Alam completely blew his coverage there. And he actually does. He seems like a really big weak link right now. There's a bit of a face mask, as we can see there, at the end of the play for Buffalo. So they actually got away with one that time. One time we actually agree there's a penalty on Buffalo. They don't call it. Handoff to Kareem Hunt. Bit of confusion in the backfield as Xavier Worthy hits him. And that'll go for a loss of 1. Khair Alam has been matched up very poorly today. He started against Xavier Worthy, who beat him a multitude of times. Then he was up against Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, he broke his ankles so badly on that play. They'll have to make him play. I know. 2nd and 11. Smith-Schuster in motion. Currently see Alam at the bottom of your screen. I can say that. Mahomes, under pressure, he'll step up in the pocket. Good job contained by the Bills. It's tipped and incomplete, intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It was a good job containing the quarterback there. You see a very simple play call called quarterback contain. That was exactly what that call was. because you just see Damar Hamlin comes down, right? So you see him come down at the initial part there, which kind of confuses the quarterback. It gives a mixed signal. He goes back into coverage, and Ed Oliver then plugs the middle hole to make it look like he kind of shifted inwards, which is why it's a really smart move as a quarterback contain. Patrick Mahomes drops back deep. He looked deep. Now he rolls to his left, and he's tripped up. A big sack there by number 58, Matt Milano. It's been a great honor to have him back on the Bills defense after he's missed so much time with injury. They've missed him so much here in Buffalo. Great tackle. Get excited, but the Chiefs are probably going to flag here. Pass interference defense. I didn't touch him. We know. Fourth and 16 is the punt from Kansas City. You know, they might go for it. Fake punt. You know, we saw it in Washington earlier. We saw it in Philadelphia as Washington from the fake punt. It's a low snap. Saw Bills defender come diving in. It's a good punt and it hits the back of the end zone. Touchback. Boo. Oh, sad special teams. 16-21. Chiefs lead. Bills up next on offense. Can Josh Allen take the lead for Buffalo? All right, so it's the second half. We know what we'd be talking about. We're talking about some futuristic stuff about the future, the Super Bowl, stuff like that. So let's start with the distant future and work our way backwards. The distant future. Distant. Okay, like really, really far from now, not really anytime soon, is that I am definitely giving serious consideration. 20, not that far. Reel it in. Reel it. I probably will be there though, but I'll be there as a play-by-play. Oh, okay. Sorry. So this next year, you know, we have higher hopes than just the NFL here at the Exponential, although we are big NFL fans. We're big NFL fans here on the Exponential. Can I finish my sentence, please? Oh, yes, you can. We're big fans here at the Exponential of the NFL. But, you know, that's not all sports is. Sports isn't just American football, so we're going to expand a little bit. So, in the distant future, we're considering adding sports such as Major League Baseball, the National Basketball Association, actually pretty soonish. I'll say probably over the summer we might add some NBA playoffs into there. I've been considering it. If you ever have any suggestions to any basketball games you want me to commentate on, I can go ahead and do that. Over the summer, I'd be more than happy to purchase something to do that for a little bit. I can do basketball. I've done basketball commentaries before. It'll be interesting to see how it works with one person. That's for sure. It'll be interesting because I've never actually tried to do one person at NBA commentaries, only NFL. Most of the time, you know, you have a partner, you know, I'm Doris Burke and this is my partner, whatever his name is. I don't know. So normally you would have someone for that. But I don't have that. So, I mean, I could technically add hockey. I don't particularly care for hockey, but if there's a lot of people who really love hockey, I might consider it. Because, you know, I'm supposed to learn every sport anyway, so might as well. Learn hockey sooner rather than later, but it'll be a learning experience for me and everyone watching as well. I'd have to learn the entire rules. Would be watching a lot of hockey. And an offensive lineman went in motion on the handoff to James Cook up the middle for 5 yards. So there are just some ideas. So we'll start at NBA, MLB, NHL. Thoughts on that would be great. Right now, it seems like the most immediate one would be NBA. Some other ones in the future could be MLB, you know, depending. And NHL very, very far along. Probably not anytime soon. I doubt I'd be able to get into hockey that quickly. These quarterbacks have been pretty much one and the same, with Josh Allen having one more passing yard than Patrick Mahomes on their drive so far, but only one. They've been pretty much synced up yard for yard to start this game. James Cook cuts the edge. He breaks the tackle. He's got 20 yards. He's got 30 yards down the sideline for a Buffalo Bills first down. What a run from James Cook. And he is cooking up something. I'm sure that's not a fire alarm. Cooks are keeping cooking. He's cooking up something. The minute he started cooking, I heard a beep. Like, oh, that's the fire alarm. He burnt it. Yeah. I think he burnt it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear it too, right? It's not me. It's fine. James Cook goes forward for a gain of 6 yards. Cook is definitely cooking something here on this drive. You can hear it. Yeah, I'm not losing my mind. That's good. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. There's no one cooking. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Buffalo Bills. I'm not even gonna bother checking it. I don't believe in fire. It's not the smoke alarm anyway. It'd be so much louder. I formation. Bills don't get the snap off. Come on, refs. That play clock was out of time. To Ty Johnson. Chicago Fire's gonna work. I don't know what you're talking about. They don't have fires, sure. They don't ever have fires in England, surely. Sorry, it's a very sensitive subject. You have to be very quiet around Europe, specifically England. Because when you talk about fire, they think about the fire that burned down most of the wooden houses in London in 1896. Just a little bit of history on some great British history, because might as well. Gotta drop it in there, you know. They get a little sensitive about fire. And Josh Allen tries to quarterback keep it on 3rd and 3, and he'll get about 2 yards. So 4th and 1 coming up, no doubt in my mind that Sean McDermott will go for it here with 6:55 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And it is getting loud here at Arrowhead Stadium as the temperature begins to drop as night falls in Missouri. Chiefs have a 5-point lead. 4th and 1. Bills in Chiefs territory at the Chiefs 44. Allen keeps it himself. Josh Allen makes his way for a 1st down. Great job by Josh Allen there, just keeping his legs moving there, getting the 1st down. Very nice play. Good effort, too. Honestly, this AFC Championship game could go either way, even at this point. It seems almost like a toss-up. Like, which way are we going to go? Like, it feels very, very up in the air. 1st and 10. Khalil Shakir in motion. It's a shovel to Ty Johnson. Johnson breaks through a tackle, gets 8 yards on the play. Good right now. Whoever the refs let win, for real. At this point, it is probably whoever the refs let win. I mean, it very much seems like anyone's ball game here. Very good game. You know, we haven't had to take a chip yet. They really haven't been doing much in this 2nd half. I mean, we're 10 minutes into the 2nd half, and they haven't done anything. Josh Allen keeps it himself. Josh Allen to the 10. He's still moving, and he gets pushed forward to the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal to go for the Buffalo Bills. MVP. I mean, you can't really argue against it. Like, if I do an MVP reaction video, it's going to be like, cool, Josh Allen won MVP. Ooh. That was a surprise. 1st and goal. Allen screen to Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox cuts the corner, and he can't get in the end zone. He's short by a yard. And I actually had a touchdown call for him, too. Man, this is disappointing. I was hoping he'd get in. I'm like, man, whenever I have my good touchdown calls, it's always like they're just not having it. Come on, just give it back to Knox. Don't give it to Cook. Don't make me use the same joke again. Oh, it's just going to be a quarterback sneak. That was my spine, yes. And it's a handoff to James Cook. Up the middle, he's pushed back. Not going to get there. Good stand by this Chiefs D-line. Pretty solid game so far. Looking like it will in fact be very interesting. A lot more interesting than Commanders-Eagles was. And it's going to be a run from Allen. Josh Allen's not going to get there either. This Chiefs defense has put on an incredible goal line stand. One more play, and the Bills will either turn it over on, you go for this. Statistically speaking, 100%. If you're at the 1 yard line, you go for it, because worst case scenario, you turn it over on downs, then the Chiefs, then you have a chance of getting a safety. Then it's a field goal game, 21-21. If you get a field goal on your following drive, tie game. It's exactly what you want here. You got to go for this if you're Buffalo. They're looking for a pass. Allen will run it. He'll shovel it to James Cook, who extends. He's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook extends. Incredible effort by the chef himself. He says chef's kiss to that. Incredible job there. And Josh Allen's just confirming before he walks off the field. What an effort. He gets hit in midair. Extends. That's a touchdown. Chef's kiss, really. Incredible for the Cook. He is cooking up he's cooking up some delicacies right now. Fantastic. Here comes the 2-point conversion for Buffalo. They've been on fire these last couple of drives. Ty Johnson in motion. Allen looks that way. Under pressure. He'll step up. He fumbles. It's a strip sack. And the Bills recover it. So that 2-point conversion's not going anywhere. His body looks so broken by that. He survived it. Beautiful effort, truly. I mean, incredible. Like, if I had never had a better time to use a chef's kiss to Mr. Cook. 22-21, Buffalo, 1-point lead. It's one of those games where 1 point makes all the difference. Very dramatic. I have a flair for the drama. Oh, you're right. You're not wrong. That is most importantly. That's all we've seen, though. Like, Tony Romo actually hasn't been yammering on about Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Taylor Swift hasn't shown up. It's crazy. Turns out this is what the chef cooked up. He cooked this up. That's what he's been cooking. He's been trying to get me to have more. No, yeah, great game so far, 22-21. No, we've had some nice playoff games, with the exception of the first one, which just seemed like the Rams bullying Minnesota, which I'm sure was fun for some people. In the divisional round, we saw the Commanders and Lions in an all-out barn burner. And then in this one, we're seeing like a really all-rounded battle between two of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, facing off with two of the best teams, period, in the NFL. They're having incredible. Like, these two teams are the new, like, even though you can't really consider Buffalo a dynasty because they continue to miss. They continue to miss the mark as far as Super Bowl goes, but they've been consistently great for about as long as Mahomes has, so about 8 years now, which makes me feel so old. I'm not that old. Like, come on. Let's be honest. I'm not that old. But hearing that Mahomes has been in the league like 8 years, I'm like, what? Like, I'm not really that old, right? It's such a weird thing, you know. This player who I saw get drafted has 8 years of experience. What? He's considered a veteran these days. You know Carson Wentz? Remember him? He's only got one more year of experience than Patrick Mahomes. What? Like, I'm sorry. 4 of the top 5 quarterbacks play in the NFL. Wait. Fact check. Okay. Allen. Lamar. Mahomes. Are you talking Burrow is the 4th one? Yeah, I guess you could count Burrow, sure. In the NFC, who's that? Yeah, you can't really count Jaden Daniels yet. Because if you had gone by that logic, CJ Stroud was the top 5 quarterback last year. Can't really go by that logic. Not yet. He's not considered that tier yet. So if you're thinking Jaden Daniels is that 5th guy, you are mistaken. Sure ain't Goff or Prescott. Or any of the NFC North quarterbacks. Maybe Baker Mayfield, you know. He's the 5th best quarterback. Let's hit the stats for it. For the top 5 quarterbacks. All right, top 5 quarterbacks are not who you thought. Oh, that's postseason. Never mind. It's probably exactly who you thought. No, top 5 quarterbacks, there's only one AFC quarterback. And Hurts. Whoa. Jordan Love, Malik Willis, Aaron Rodgers, Mahomes. Who's Green Bay's 3rd quarterback? Oh, man. I know who their 3rd running back is. Because I like their 3rd running back. I don't think they've carried it. Yeah, Sean Clifford. That's what I was thinking. It's Sean Clifford. 2nd year at Penn State. He was the Nittany Lion before Drew Aller. 3rd and 10 coming out for Kansas City, by the way. So according to NFL stats, regular season, 4 of the top quarterbacks in passing yards were of the NFC. But the best quarterback in terms of passing yards was an AFC quarterback. Joe Burrow, 1, Jared Goff, 2, Baker Mayfield, 3, Geno Smith, 4, and Sam Darnold, 5. That list is wrong in so many different levels. And so many people jumped offside. It's incredible. It's just like the Eagles game all over again. That was crazy. Saw like half the Bills team jump offside. Unless it's false start, everyone but the center. It's false start. Wait, I gotta hear this. Offense number 66. No, they actually called it on someone. Not fair. They didn't just say everyone but the center. False start. Everyone but the center. It's classic. False start, awesome. Like they find that these refs are good. Yeah, I mean they're almost even if you ignore the amount the almost double the amount of penalty yards the Bills have compared to Kansas City. We should be expecting a pass interference penalty on Kansas City that'll even that up. These refs are trying to be fair, so the Chiefs will lose. Mahomes throws deep, and it's dropped. Yeah, he had it too. That was a good throw. It's a Hollywood Brown. That was incomplete. All right. I will give nothing. Actually, he never stood a chance. He was out of bounds anyway. I will give you a lot of credit. Yeah, he was out of bounds. I will give you a lot of credit if you can name the top 5 running backs as far as rushing yards goes without looking it up. Just name them. See if you got it, and I'll tell you if you got it one at a time. Yeah. So 3 and out for Kansas City. So Buffalo is going to get the ball with 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Barkley's number 1. Shakir pushed out of bounds at the 30-yard line where the Bills will start their next drive. So Barkley, that's 1. Who's next? We got 4 more running backs. Aaron Jones, that's a no. That's he's not on the list. Get out of here. Barkley, yes. Josh Jacobs, no. Josh Jacobs is not a top 5 rusher per rushing yards. So we have Barkley's 1. Missing 4 more. You got this. Kyron Williams, nope, not Kyron Williams. I'm surprised you guys haven't guessed. You're right. What's his name? What's his name? You're Henry. Derrick Henry's number 2. Derrick Henry is number 2. So we have Saquon Barkley at number 1. Derrick Henry's number 2. 3 more. 3, 4, and 5. 3 is nearly impossible. Like you'll never guess number 3. 4 and 5 are manageable. Number 3 is like, what? Jonathan Taylor's number 4. So you have 1, 2, 4. Missing 3 and 5. You're kidding, right? Rico down. I honestly forgot he was a starting running back for most of the year. All right, you're missing 2. You're missing number 3 and number 5. He had over 1,000 yards. He didn't have that many yards. All right. So I'll give you a hint. The 2 remaining. It's like, what? No, neither of those are correct. I'll give you a hint. So these 2 running backs, one of these running backs plays in one of the 2 Souths. So either in the AFC South or the NFC South, and the other plays in one of the 2 Norths. So I've eliminated the AFC and NFC East and the AFC and NFC West. There you go. I've narrowed it down. Bijan Robinson's number 3. For no reason whatsoever, Bijan Robinson's the 3rd highest ranked running back based on yards per yard. I'm like, what? How is this possible? Matt Collins in motion. Hand off to James Cook. Cook plows ahead for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Not James Cook. Surprisingly, after this game, maybe. There's a flag. Flag on the play. Illegal hands to the face on Kansas City. 15 yards added to the end of the play. 1st down. All right, credit to Clete Blakeman. He has made this a very fair game that people will have a very hard time arguing with. That this game has been very fair. They've done a good job. Both teams now have the exact same amount of penalties, while the Bills have about 3 more yards off penalties, but it's been about the same. So credit to Clete Blakeman's crew. No, not McCaffrey. You're still missing number 5. James Cook up the middle, gain of 9. James Cook he's on fire. Josh Allen. It's not Monty. You're close. They're showing Josh Allen clips, so yeah. You got it, Gibbs. So it's Barkley, Henry, Robinson, Taylor, and Gibbs are the top 5. By the way, we need to take 2 chips because they were just showing a montage of Josh Allen stuff. I was getting peckish anyway. Where's Taylor Swift at? 3rd and 1. Allen. Quarterback sneaks forward. He's not going to get there. He didn't get there by my angle. From my angle, he was stopped well short. Yeah, you see him get pushed back right there by Drew Tranquil. I didn't see him get that. I don't think so. If I'm Andy Reid, I'm throwing the challenge flag if they call this a 1st down. That's a fantastic effort by the Kansas City line. That's not a 1st down. 4th and 1. Good call by the refs. Good call. Good call. Respect for the refs. They've done a good job. Oh, wait, sorry. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the end of the 3rd quarter here in Kansas City, Missouri at Geha Field at Arrowhead Stadium. The Chiefs are down by 1 to the Buffalo Bills in the legendary rematch between longtime rivals Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. 1 more quarter to decide which AFC juggernaut is headed to Super Bowl 59 to face off against the Philadelphia Eagles. Drama. All right. We got 1 quarter left of football to be played. It's an intense quarter, I will say. 1-point game. It's kind of crazy. All right. Anyway, really quickly, I'm going to go over some of the other stuff we're going to be doing. So as college football season starts again, I would like to get into college football. So here's the thing. I can pretty much assure you right now that I'm not going to be doing as many commentaries next year. It really depends, honestly. It does depend. I will say that because I don't know. It's kind of a confusing scenario because we won't have this background anymore. It'll change at some point during the year. I don't know when, but it's going to change. There's going to be different setup, different layout. It's going to be in a different area in general. And so we don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have a semi-private area to do any of this in. So it might just be recordings and less live stuff, more recordings. Rip background. I mean, the stuff's coming. The stuff's coming with us. It'll probably have more where we're going, honestly. I'll probably add some more stuff. I have a ton of stuff I could add to the wall now. It's just you have no idea how annoying this thing is for me because they're like, you can't put anything in the walls, you can't hang anything too onto the mirror. It's really annoying. I don't like this wall in general, so I'm excited to hopefully get a new work area that can double as a live place to do lives for, which would be great. I would love that. But it does look like I'm going to be doing less lives, more recordings starting soon. So that's kind of the whole deal, is that as much as I would love to do like college football and NFL stuff, the NFL commentaries, I do expect them to not be every week. And nothing's for sure yet. It's just kind of like just warning ahead of time as the NFL season starts up again, there might not be a commentary every week. Same for college. I might do one commentary on like the national championship game or something if I'm feeling like it, or a semifinal game or whatever, whenever that comes around again. But I don't know. It's all kind of up in the air. We don't know for certain. So that's kind of just what I'm going to say. The background's going to be leaving. So it's going to be a lot more recordings happening. A lot more recordings than anything else. And those are going to start pretty shortly. I'm going to start getting back into them. I used to do recordings, so I know how it works. I hate editing, though. That's one of the reasons why I like lives more. So I'm going to do like a lot of shorts, like a lot of reels, a lot of shorts, YouTube shorts, and then a lot of videos as well. Under center, Josh Allen. They're likely going for the push. Chiefs line is stacked. Bills are changing the play call. And Allen leaps over and easily gets the first down. They're saying Allen fumbled. Allen has lost the football. Chiefs all say they have it. Clete Blakeman with the call. Who's going to come out of the pile? Bills have it. So Allen does fumble, but Buffalo lands on top of it. Editing's torture. I can't. I don't like editing because it's my job. I don't like editing. Yeah, the Chiefs are Chiefsing, but they're not going to Chiefs enough there because he did fumble, but the Bills recovered it. Yeah. Good job by whoever was at the bottom of that pile, tracking down that ball. I mean, impressive. Yes. Oh, Chris Jones was injured for the Chiefs on that last play. That is not a good sign if you're Kansas City. Your best defensive player is just headed to the sideline. Looks like he has allergies. That was a bad joke. 1st and 10. Mac Hollins in motion. Handoff. James Cook hit by a wall of Kansas City Chiefs. No, I don't generally like editing, honestly. It's kind of annoying. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, I'll do it, but I don't like doing it every day for an hour and waiting for it to upload and then having to upload it to YouTube. I'm fine once a week, max. But, like, other than that, I'm like, ugh, it's so tedious. Only coordinators in Chiefs history to win. Wait, they didn't put that up for more than a second. Like, what is up with the CBS crew leaving their little fun tidbits up on the screen for like half a second? It's a screen to Khalil Shakir. It'll go for about 6 yards. 13:40 to go here in the final quarter of the AFC Championship game. 1 point Bills lead. Josh Allen's 15 of 22 for 162 yards. Again, they're really flying through this. They know we're watching for the stat. Yeah, they're flying through them. And it's a screen to Kincaid, and he'll be marked short. It's going to be 4th down again. So 4th and 1. Are the Bills going to dial up the exact same play yet again? It looks like it. And they will do so. And Josh Allen, I don't know if he got there. Bills say they have it. Chiefs say they have it. We'll see what the spot is. Chris Jones says the Chiefs have it. What's the final spot from Clete Blakeman? We'll see this view here. Ooh, I don't know if he got that. I think he might have been a little short. I think he was a little short there. Oh, but from that angle, it looks like he has it. That's a tough choice. I think they might have to stick with the play here. Play's under review. Chris Jones is pumped up on the sideline. He came back in for that play, and he wreaked havoc on that interior D-line. 22-21, plays under review. Did Josh Allen have the first down? To be determined. Wow. Drama. So, yeah, very cool stuff that we're expecting as far as that goes. But another thing that we could be expecting very soon is that soon, I can't disclose any information. It won't be before the Super Bowl. It'll be after the Super Bowl while I'm looking for content. So we've been talking about stats a lot, right? We were just saying they know we're watching for the stats, right? Pepper was just saying that. So it got me thinking. A little while ago, I was thinking, wouldn't it be incredible to find the people who figured out those stats? What a cool job that must be. Occasionally getting a shout out from the guys on the broadcast booth because you're typing in the fun stats to them, like you're the guy behind the scenes. And, yeah, absolutely, it's annoying. He's behind the scenes, the behind the scenes guy who types in the statistics sheets. And so what they call them statisticians, which makes sense. It's just very hard to say. So I happen to know someone who knows a statistician, a very famous statistician, actually one of the most famous statisticians that is known in television in Europe specifically, because he shows up all the time. Because what he does is they always give him fun stuff. He comes up with the cool stuff. Like, he's one of the coolest statisticians. This is what everyone says, is that he's such a cool statistician because he comes up with the funniest, coolest stats and gives them to the broadcast booth for them to use. And so every so often he'll get a shout out on national television. This guy that I'm talking to. So nothing's officially yet, but I'm working out a way to get an interview with someone like that. So do tell the thoughts on famous statistician man. And we're considering that. It's not going to be anytime too soon. I expect 2 months, 3 months or so. And then hopefully he's a very specific type of statistician, which will make it a lot more interesting. All right. Tell me your thoughts down in chat. Yeah. So the call on the field was a turnover on down. Here's Clete Blakeman with the call. Rule on the field stands. It's first down, Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs come up with a massive stop on defense and give their offense life again. An incredible stop. Mostly I credit to Chris Jones, that massive body pushing him back. But ultimately, I think what came down to this one is the fact that there was no conclusive evidence to be able to overturn it. So whatever the initial call is the one that stood. Sounds awesome? Yeah, we're gonna go for that. We're trying it out. I have some interesting questions already prepared for him, but hopefully it won't be a long interview. It'll be like probably 10, 20 minutes tops, normal interview time, and you guys can watch it, whatever. And Mahomes pump fakes. He'll take a shot to the lower legs by Rasul Douglas, who helps him back up to his feet. Good sportsmanship. 2nd and 3 coming up for Kansas City. Huh? See two officials. They're pointing something out. I think they're not aligned. They both got different spots or something. I don't know. Anyway, Mahomes has 8 rushes for 35 yards and a touchdown today. So Mahomes has been moving the ball with his legs just as well as he has with his arm. Bills bring a heavy pressure. Mahomes over the middle. He drills one into Smith-Schuster, who breaks the tackle. He's got one man to beat, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. A big play from Juju Smith-Schuster and Patrick Mahomes. Really big play. Good job on Mahomes sticking in there, willing to take the shot, and then just leaving the rest to Smith-Schuster to make the play. Yeah, really great throw by Mahomes, too. I mean, he had such beautiful touch on that ball. Incredible. Juju Smith-Schuster's, that's only his 2nd reception. He's got 60 yards on the day. His first one went for 31. That one went for 29. Hand off to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt slips through the initial tacklers and gets about 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming up for Kansas City. Hunt has 54 yards on 13 rushes today. He's got a touchdown on top of that. He's been their most efficient rusher by far. We haven't seen nearly as much as we need to of Isaiah Pacheco for this Chiefs team, but hopefully we'll see more from him in the Super Bowl should Kansas City move on. Handoff to Hunt. Kareem Hunt goes forward for a first down. He's actually inside the 10. We'll see where they spot him. One ref has him in the 10. Yeah. Put him at the 9. 1st and goal for Kansas City. Mahomes is being led by future Hall of Fame head coach Andy Reid. Might as well just call Mahomes a Hall of Famer at this point as well, because he basically is. I mean, he's a legend. He might just be the greatest of all time. Feels like Kansas City is up by 10. It really does. I'm surprised Buffalo's winning this game. Mahomes tucks it, keeps him himself. Patrick Mahomes is into the end zone. Touchdown. An incredible effort. He hits him with the Gronk spike. And Kansas City takes the lead. And there's Taylor Swift. 4. How about that? Kansas City. It's his first career postseason game with 2 rushing touchdowns. Mahomes says, I can keep it myself any day of the week. That's a lot of chips. And since that was a Mahomes stat too, that's 5. Okay, we're at 5. Keep a count. Just type 5. Just type 5. Just type 5 in the chat real quick. See how much I have to take on the next commercials. 2-point attempt for Kansas City. It's a smart move. A lot of 2-point conversions today. 2 points. It's like a Madden game out here. Smith-Schuster in motion. Bills showing heavy pressure. They bring heavy pressure. Mahomes pumps overhead back in the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Well, not touchdown, but you know what I mean. Justin Watson, 2-point conversion. And Kansas City is up by 7. 29-22. The Chiefs, Mahomes says, I can do it all myself. I am the offense. And then delivers a beautiful dime to Justin Watson. And does that count as a separate Taylor Swift sighting? Does that count as a separate Taylor Swift sighting? Or is that just the same sighting? Is it the same clip? Was it not? Are we at 5 or are we at 8? How are we feeling about the state of our cholesterol today? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's up to you. It's up to you guys. I'll have 8. I'm hungry, but I'm gonna start with 5. Just that. I might as well just mute for this. It's gonna be a lot of crunching. 8. She has been undershot. 8. Okay, fine. Cool. Guys, ever seen Man versus Food? This is Man versus Food. Oh man, there's just so many chips. I don't know how I'm going to be able to finish them. I feel like I'm getting the meat sweats at this point. Like, I just can barely move anymore. I don't know how I'm going to complete this challenge. It has 4 Taylors and 2 touchdowns. Whoa, it's a lot of Taylors. It's Man versus Food, but sports versus chips. I don't know. It's a touchback for Buffalo. Patrick Mahomes today on 4th and 1. Oh, man, this is a Patrick Mahomes montage. That counts. Man, 4 more. Like, oh, man. Mahomes has ran the ball. Impressive. They're starting to show him a lot now. And Mahomes, those little Gronk spike there. I see him. I'm liking the celebration, honestly. Rush yards versus Buffalo in Week 11, he had nothing. Tonight, he's got 45 with 2 rushing touchdowns on top of it. Allen goes play action to James Cook. He'll dump it off to Cook, who will get the first down with an impressive effort. That's 6 out of 9. This is what my life has become now. Second and 1. Josh Allen under center play action. He'll dump it off to James Cook. James Cook's got a lot of open space. And Cook's down to the 40-yard line of Kansas City. Don't laugh at me. This is perfectly normal. This is normal. Everyday stuff here. And you don't know. We're at, well, what are we at? 7? 2 more. I didn't finish them all during the commercial, so now you gotta listen to the crunching. After this play, I'll take number 8. Number 8 of 9 in the last minute. We had like 9 the entire first half. Hand off James Cook. Cook goes for only about 2 yards, almost gets his helmet ripped off. Second down and 8 coming up. All right. Here, sorry, gotta really dig deep down there now. I mean, realistically, we've finished about a fourth of it. It's a pretty big Pringles can. Not sponsored by Pringles or any of the affiliates of. And it's a dump off after heavy blitz to Ty Johnson. Johnson tries to get the edge, but great tackling by Kansas City. It brings up 3rd and 8. Great job there by Justin Reed. And I believe that's the other Watson for Kansas City in making the tackle. 3rd and 7. We did it. 9. What a good party, y'all. This is the Super Bowl build-up party. This is great. Next commercial break. It's the final upcoming event that's happening that I know of. Josh Allen. Over the middle. He's got Hollins. Mac Hollins down at the 2-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go. 1st and goal to go for Buffalo. Mac Hollins really has been an incredible addition for Buffalo. I mean, it's not even fair. Country Sound had 2 strangers oceans apart brought together by football and a can of Pringles. You're not a stranger, man. You're not a stranger, man. you're not a stranger. We hang out weekly. I don't think we're strangers anymore. We are oceans apart, though. You got that right. Brought together by football. Yes. We were brought together by football. The can of Pringles feels recent. Seems like a recent development. Yeah, but it's very cool. I'm really happy that I've been able to have an audience, even though this wasn't ever supposed to have an audience. Okay, 2 strange guys. That's definitely accurate. We are very strange. I'm strange. I don't know about you. Josh Allen, under pressure. He rolls to his right. He'll have to throw. He throws it out of bounds. In a hurry there. I'm strange. I don't know if you're strange. I can't speak for you, but I'm so weird and crazy. So I tell her, I'm like, everyone's like, you look like a nerd. Well, I am a nerd, but I'm the coolest kind of nerd. What do you mean you're the coolest nerd? I'm the coolest kind of nerd. What's that? I'm a sports nerd. Which, I mean, in all honesty, people they find sports cool. They don't find nerds cool. I'm like the perfect combination in the middle. I'm like if sports and science had a child. That's me. Maybe science wasn't. It's probably more like law or something like that. I don't know what it would be. Sports and something else had a child. That's me. Just another very serious profession. I am a sports thing. Yeah, and these are sunglasses. It's just never sunny. So I don't know. They're more effective in Florida, where it's kind of like, I can prop them on my head, and then it's like, the insert, like, The Boys, I bet 3 squirrel statues that I'm straight. Bet. I'll take those squirrel statues. Just bet. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, man. Send them over. Yeah, just address them to the Kansas City Chiefs post office. 3 squirrels. 3rd and goal for Buffalo. Kansas City on the brink of a goal line stand. Can they stop the Bills offense with 6.5 minutes to play? A Super Bowl trip on the line. Allen looks to his right. He floats one up, and it is incomplete. Intended for Keon Coleman. McDuffie says, not today. 4th and goal for Buffalo. You go. You gotta go. This might be it for the Bills. This is their chance. They gotta go for it. If they don't go for it, kick a field goal, this game could be 36-25. Buffalo might not ever see a chance. This is, whew. Okay. Everyone stand up for this. I'm already standing, but stand up. This is a stand. Allen steps up. He'll throw to the back of the end zone. Toe tapping catch. Touchdown, Curtis Samuel. The Bills are still beating. They're alive. And the party looks like it's alive at the Bills watch party in Western New York. Buffalo's not out of it yet. They're still here. Oh, man. Buffalo will stay in this game. It's going to be a nail-biter, folks. A great throw over the hands of a linebacker in two corners. If you're Buffalo, just kick the extra point, please. Please. I know they don't know what that is. They haven't done it very much today, but kick the extra point. Extra point from Tyler Bass. 1 point's a difference, and it's right down the middle. We're tied at 29. 6:15 to go. Buffalo is rumbling. But can anyone dethrone the kingdom? Mahomes is on offense next. And that's never something you want to hear. In most cases, they are. They really are. I mean, this is a great game. I mean, what a great way to go out on the NFL season strong. It's been a fantastic season. I mean, thank you guys for having me. Honestly, it's my pleasure to be here, being with you guys, enjoying sports. Sports is supposed to bring people together, not divide them. That's exactly what we're all about here on the Exponential. We're supposed to exponentially increase the amount of people that A, watch sports, B, like sports, and we're supposed to decrease the amount of people that argue about sports. Because friendly debate's fine and all that. We're cool with that, but we're not very cool with like all the arguments and all the fights and stuff. That's not how we roll here on the Exponential. We're here trying to we're being well, that was weird. We're here trying to be calm. We're being calm, even though it's sports. We're supposed to be bringing joy. That's the entire purpose of sports. It's entertainment. So we have to treat it as such. So that's kind of the big thing about it. Like, it is entertainment. Like, ultimately, when it comes down to it, like, everyone's gonna have a preference. It's like food. Someone can say, I don't like peas. Other person say, I love peas. They're gonna argue. They might argue about it, but it's gonna be a friendly debate because ultimately you can't change their opinion. That's all. That's what it's about. So we're just trying to make it calm. Yeah, great vibes. Thank you. Yeah, that's the goal. Just trying to make it a good time for everyone. And at a certain point, once you get to a certain level, this is one of the reasons why I love the sports community is when you're at a certain level, you can use the influence you have at that level to better other people. No fighting. No, I mean, like, no actual, like, that's not it kind of divides people. That's why I don't really do that. So when it comes to sports, if someone like argues with me, I'll do like a little, like if it's a monitored debate, I'll do it. Sure, I can debate. I'm good at debating. Like specifically sports debating. But like if it's like an all-out, like, oh no, yeah, exactly, no toxicity. Like if it's your team sucks, I'm not gonna say your team does too. I'm gonna say okay, bye, and I'm gonna ban them. Like that's exactly what I've done. If I see a negative comment, ban. Okay. Like that's not following the guidelines. We're here to have a good time, Yeah, and once you're at a certain level in the sports industry, you can use your influence to better other people's lives. It's like what Tom Grossi does over on his channel, Chaotic Good. Is what he calls it. Mine's a little different. I don't have a name for it. I don't have a name for you because I don't have that influence. The goal is to get that influence to help as many people as possible. That's the dream. No, I got a drinking problem. Sorry, my bad. That's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Family-friendly channel. It's the thing. Never spill your drink on yourself. I got a drinking problem. No. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I could basically like see YouTube just over here. What did he say? Kansas City Chiefs have won 16 straight one-possession playoff games, tied most in NFL history. First tie tonight. They've had 4 lead changes, 6-11, and 70 yards to go. Mahomes has all day. I mean, honestly, this is plenty of time for him. Take your time, Mahomes. A small pass to Kareem Hunt. Go for about 7, but there is a flag. What's the the YouTube? What did he say? That's exactly what I imagine YouTube is like. Ever you sing a song, accidentally you think you're muted, you sing a song, and suddenly you just, what did he just sing? What did he sing? Yeah, that's copyrighted. 605. It's funny because I have lawyers. I know I'm very professional. And my lawyers are like, you don't make any money off of this. What are they going to do? They're like, just sing whatever you want. 1st and 10. They'll ban it in Korea. So what? Patrick Mahomes throws. He's got Travis Kelce for only the first time today. I don't think we've heard his name barely at all. He'll go for 12 yards and a 1st down. That's funny. It's always my lawyer stuff. Like, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Ban you in Korea? Okay. If you play a song that's copyrighted, oh no, you don't make any money off of it, which means you can't infringe on their copyright claim. Like, oh, that actually makes sense. I still don't want to do it. I don't want to mess with that. I did mess with someone. If you've looked back far enough, I've messed with Panic at the Disco before. Hand off to Kareem Hunt. Gets 2 yards. No, give him 3. 3 yards on the run. 5 minutes to play. Trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Tied at 29 apiece. Chiefs are deep into Bills territory. If you're Kansas City, chill. Take a seat. Just calm down. You don't have to be going this fast. In just over a minute, they're already over 40 minutes. What? I messed with Panic at the Disco? Yeah. I totally infringed their copyright. Like nobody's business. You can go back far enough. Check. Mahomes over the middle to Xavier Worthy. Worthy, go down. Oh my goodness. He almost scored there. And Worthy, that would have been so bad. That would have given the Bills so much time. I mean, honestly, that's okay. You just take a breath there. Okay, he does get out of bounds, which doesn't stop the clock. Actually, it might because we're under 5 minutes now. I don't know the official rules. No, it was like a small thing. I played 5 seconds more of their song. Actually, sorry. I believe their exact claim was I played a crucial part of their song that is globally recognized or something like that. So I got banned in Korea on that one video. I'm like, no one cares. I believe it was like Korea and China. Okay, whatever. They didn't do anything about it, though. I'm sure Panic at the Disco got a little message saying, this guy with 60 subscribers has used your song. Like, okay. That one time that I messed with the one time that I infringed a copyright. It's also the one time that I've had a video banned. Only in Korea. It was fun, though. It was thrilling. I'm a lawbreaker, naturally. DeAndre Hopkins in motion. Play clock at 3. 2nd and goal from the 18-yard line. It's a screen. Does not go over well. It's incomplete. 3rd and long. 3rd and 18, but it's 3rd and goal. I'm not sure if that was a lateral or not, but it was a bad throw from Mahomes, far too low. That's why Team Knox down to do a second hit upload. I am a lawbreaker, That's just part of my personality. Anyone that knows me would agree. I don't care about laws at all. Anyone that knows me knows about the great salmon escapade of 2021. I believe that's a story for another day. 3:42 to go on the clock. Mahomes under pressure rolls to his right. He'll throw on the running complete. 4th and goal. They have to kick the field goal here. This is not a good situation if you're Kansas City. It really wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't actually me that was breaking the salmon act of 82. It was my camera guy. You remember him? He's the one. He's the one who broke the salmon law of 82. Actually, wait, no, it was 42. Yeah, it was 42. Yeah, salmon act of 42. And the kick by Harrison Butker is good. And the butt kicker puts them up by 3 with 3:33 to go here in the game. Trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Chiefs lead by 3. Buffalo's got plenty of time. We're coming down to a chaotic ending here, folks. It's going to come down to the wire. It's looking rough. Josh Allen, cool as a cucumber over on the sideline. They're showing replays. 2021 divisional round. The Chiefs won. I remember. Harrison Butker Kicked a long field goal. Touchdown, Travis Kelce. Final in overtime. The instant classic, 42-36. Chiefs win. This is a rematch. 32-29 is the score right now. They believe in Allen we trust. Okay, see, I predict a turnover here. To hear this story sometime. Maybe one day when the government isn't on my tracks. Go KC, I predict a turnover here. I mean, oh, you're gambling again. I thought we got over that. No, yeah. If they do, that's game over. Chiefs are heading to the Super Bowl. And it's like, I think I have deja vu. AFC Championship, NFL facts. 5 of the last 7 AFC Championship games have been decided by 7 points or fewer. And that's a fact. Mac Hollins in motion. Shovel to Ty Johnson, who's blown up in the backfield by 5 or 6 Kansas City Chiefs. I'll go for a loss of about 2 or 3, depending on the spot. I really do enjoy the Chiefs PA announcer, by the way. He's very eloquent with the stuff he says. Loud noises! Yeah, because that's all they say on the board is just loud noises. They want you to make a loud noise. So they say loud noises. Very intuitive, actually. And they do it well. 2nd and 11. Cook in motion. Off the backfield. Allen looks to pass. Under pressure, he steps up. Allen breaks through 1 tackle. He'll take a shot to the lower leg, but gets the first down and a gain of 12 on the play. 1st and 10, Buffalo. First gamble. Turnover, get a field goal. Bills get the ball back, and it comes down to the final seconds. Intriguing. I mean, I could see this game having a solid five more possessions left in it, honestly. Allen looks to throw. Over the middle, incomplete. No one in town. Not even sure where he was throwing, honestly. 2nd and 10 for Buffalo. 2:21 to go. Okay. Let's get serious now. Here we go. You got just over 2 minutes to go. It's coming down to a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Is it Chiefs-Eagles? Is it deja vu? Or is it going to be the Bills and the Eagles, a brand new Super Bowl? You know, something the Chiefs posted on their social media actually was really funny to me. It's like, surely the Bills wouldn't lose 4 times at anything consecutively, right? Wink, wink. Get it? Yeah, it was funny. It's funny for me. I cackled at that. So the Bills, for those that don't know, are the only team to lose 4 consecutive Super Bowls. And they're 0-3 against Kansas City at the moment. And if they lose this one, they'll be 0-4, which would make them the exact same as they always have been. Just the same old Bills. Losing in the Super Bowl, losing to the Chiefs, just the usual stuff. 3rd and 10. Chiefs bring in the house and more. It's a screen to Amari Cooper, who's tripped up. 4th down. Good tackle made there by Tranquil. That was Tranquil. I'm going to check it. 2-minute warning here in Kansas City. It was Karlaftis on the tackle, sorry. 2 minutes left here in Kansas City. It all comes down to this. The only way it could have possibly come down to Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, MVP against MVP. Greatest of all time against greatest of all time. Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs lead by 3. Bills driving. How's this going to end? It's your pick. But there's only one result. 1 Super Bowl. And 1 eventual champion. Who will that be? Will be decided in the next 2 minutes of the game. Drama. Drama. All right. Anywho, so I have one more thing that I would like a special announcement for. I am having a guest host on the show. Welcome to Survivor. I have a guest host. That monologue. It was great, wasn't it? It was great. We have a guest host coming on the show. Stop interrupting me. Talk about the monologue after. A guest host coming onto the show for a Super Bowl preview show. Since I'm not doing an actual commentary on the Super Bowl itself, I'm inviting a fan of one of the two Super Bowl teams to be decided. I have options. I have many an option. And I'm going to invite someone to join me on the Exponential via Zoom. And we will talk all things Super Bowl with little bias. I will have little bias. They will have all bias because they're going to have one of the two teams in the Super Bowl. But it's going to be a very fun special edition episode right here on the Exponential. It's not going to be live. It's going to be a video because it's going to be essentially the same thing as an interview. Expect 20 minutes, but it's going to be a blast. You'll get to see a real, true fan of an NFL team that's making the Super Bowl, what it means to them, and more. Be on the lookout. It's coming in the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks' time, we're seeing a very, very special Super Bowl preview video. All right, here we go. 2 minutes left to play. Super Bowl hopes and dreams on the line. Who will triumph and who will go home packing? 3 minutes to go. 4th and 5. Bills have to go for it. Their life hangs in the balance. At the 47, it's Shakir in motion. Allen takes the snap. Blitz coming. Chiefs, he lobs one up. It's incomplete. It falls short of Kincaid. The Chiefs' defense comes up huge. There's a flag. No, don't tell me the flags are bailing out the Bills now. What happened here? The blitz got home too quickly. What's the flag on? Is this game over, or will the Bills be rewarded with a second chance? They will not be. It does not appear as if they're getting another chance. You just see a huge blitz come into Josh Allen. It was a beautiful disguised blitz that only Steve Spagnuolo could have drawn up. More beautiful than that. It's Chiefs football, 1 first down, and the Chiefs are your AFC champions. Handoff, Kareem Hunt. He'll get about a yard too. They're going to give him a yard. 2nd and 9. So the Bills turn it over on downs. Oh, man. It's not over yet, but it's looking rough for Buffalo. And is it possible that Kansas City has yet again thwarted the plans of the Buffalo Bills? Oh man, what a painful way to end it, because that blitz got them good. Ultimately, you got to blame that one on the O-line, because that disguised blitz was perfect. There was three or four free rushers coming straight through at Allen. I'm surprised he got the ball off. And honestly, if you're Dawson Knox, even then you have to catch it. Yeah, he was open. He should have been able to catch that anyway. I mean, sure, it was a little short, but when you're under that much pressure, that was a mighty good throw. Like, come on. That was a good throw. Mahomes to Pacheco. Pacheco pushes forward for a first down. 1:45 to go. 1st and 10, Kansas City. And Chiefs fans rejoice at Arrowhead Stadium. Barring any horrendous mistakes, the Kansas City Chiefs will meet the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. It's not sealed yet, you're right. But that's why I said barring some fatal mistake. It's not quite over. Dane, what happened? Did the Chiefs call timeout? Yes. Chiefs call timeout. I'm still hyping up the Chiefs. It's over. I think this is about it. Chiefs need maybe half of, they barely need a first down. 1, 2, 3. They would have about 35 seconds. So even if the Bills get the ball back and they manage to stop them here with them going out of bounds, they have next to no time. I mean, sure, it's Josh Allen, but they got no timeouts. And it's not exactly something Sean McDermott thrives in, is those quick pace things. So I'm almost convinced that this might be a wrap. In just a few plays, the Chiefs are looking like they're going to New Orleans. Mahomes, handoff, Pacheco. Up the middle, he'll get to a yard. He's still pushing. He'll get 3 yards. Good run there by Isaiah Pacheco. 1:38 to go here in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Buffalo, number 2. Buffalo can only stop the clock once more. After that, they're at the freedom of time. We look at that almost catch by Dawson Knox. He had it. He really did, honestly. It didn't look that close from the angle because there were like 10 Chiefs there. Preseason prediction. Well, my preseason prediction's still going strong. Actually, no, it's not, because I picked a different team. But I picked the NFC champion correctly. I picked the wrong AFC champion. I got the NFC champion. I had Ravens-Eagles as my Super Bowl. At the very beginning of the year, Ravens-Eagles was my pick. A foolish mistake. Handoff to Kareem Hunt, tripped up in the backfield by Matt Milano, still making plays for this Bills defense. Timeout Buffalo, 1:35 to go. 50 seconds? Yeah, they might end up with 50 seconds, assuming Kansas City doesn't decide to throw the ball here. They might throw the ball. They might throw the ball and kick a field goal, honestly. Are they in range? Where are they at? Where are they at? They're in field goal range. They're going to kick a field goal. I would not be surprised if this game finishes. If the Chiefs actually manage to have a reasonable 35, like after all of that, 2-point conversions, field goals, touchdowns, and they still ended up with 35 points. Like, how'd you end up with 35 points, but you didn't score 5 touchdowns? So you'll see. Mahomes looks to throw. He'll dump it off to Carson Steele, who cuts the edge. It's over. The Chiefs are AFC champions yet again. And the Bills are heading back to Western New York. Chiefs, Eagles. I'm thinking I'm seeing double. It's deja vu. Eagles, Chiefs again. But if I remember, that was one of the most thrilling Super Bowls in recent memory. 38-35 was the Chiefs' victory over the Eagles previously. And now it's back. All it takes is 2 more knees. That's 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this incredible NFL season. I will be signing off of the Exponential as soon as this ends. See you in a little bit. Be watching for the Super Bowl preview. It's going to be Chiefs, Eagles. There's going to be one of those 2 fans joining me on a special preview. 1 more knee, and this game is over. 25 seconds. Patrick Mahomes doing what he does best, victory formation. And the Chiefs are your AFC champions. They're heading to the Super Bowl. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Chiefs, Eagles, Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to check in and watch out for that Super Bowl preview video. As always, thank you guys so much. It means a ton to me. It's been an incredible season being with you here on these live commentaries. I'm going to miss it a lot being with you guys every week. Yeah, it's been an incredible journey, really has. It's been an incredible season. I enjoyed every second of it. Thank you guys so much for supporting me along this incredible NFL season. And now the off season's back. We're going to have a good time. See y'all later. God bless.